It's the Bob and Tom Show.
The following is a paid commercial announcement from the Bob and Tom Pharmaceutical Company.
Ahoy, mateys. I'm retired Sea Captain Dick Itchy with an important message for all you sea dogs out there. With the Merchant Marine, I've spent nearly 40 years sailing around the world. As a young swabby, I visited many exotic ports of call and chose to spend my leisure time in the company of loose women, many of whom were whores and prostitutes. And I loved them, every one. As a result, I contracted syphilis 147 times. When symptoms appeared, my only relief was a rigorous scrubbing with a barnacle scraper. Well, today I'm pleased to announce an exciting new breakthrough in the treatment of itchy sores and lesions. It's a soothing topical ointment made especially for sailors. Introducing new Shankers Away. When it's time to swab the deck, you need Shankers Away. Shankers Away, boys. Shankers Away. Rub a little on your and you'll be okay. Out, out, out. You've been a naughty boy. You went astray. Before your dinghy falls off, don't forget to get Shankers Away. Hey! So, take it from me, Sea Captain Dick Itchy, a man who spent his life sailing the seven seas. There are two things I've learned. Drinking salt water just makes you thirstier, and hookers love semen. So, if you're a sailor who's docked his dinghy in an unfriendly port, you need Shankers Away. Shankers Away. From the people who brought you Moby Dick Love Lotion. And coming soon, it's Cousteau Ointment. Cousteau Ointment for Jacques Itch.
From the Bob and Tom Pharmaceutical Company, where our motto is, we don't just make drugs, we need them.
Oh, Sea Captain Dick Itchy. God love him.
Our Shankers Away.
I had venereal disease 147 times. Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
She's Shanker free.
Yes.
Now,
Never had one.
Would you like one?
No.
Sure we can get a listener to ninth caller.
God.
I think you're the only one that's ever had any
I've
sort
been
of
Shanker free.
I'm just saying. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold's here.
Tom, did you grow up in Shanker Heights?
I did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey!
That
Bound to get
explains it.
Yeah, Shanker Heights. Oh,
Ace Cosby's here. Hey, I'm Chick
some of the highest
McGee.
SATs in this country of ours.
Here's Tom, and I have no idea how to spell Shankers.
I think it's a CH.
I thought it was an SH. I thought it was phonetic, SHANKAR.
I don't know. Yeah, that's Ravi Shankar, I think.
Oh, hey, Nora's got a new album coming out.
She's
here in a
great.
couple weeks.
That's Ravi's daughter, right?
Yeah.
See, now,
My
where were we?
God.
Once we got your
My
Shankers.
God, woman.
Laura Jones?
Well, how come all those VDs are hard to spell?
Like chlamydia.
That's a tough one.
And what's the one that's really tricky?
Diarrhea? I can't.
Gonorrhea?
Gonorrhea, sorry.
Gonorrhea.
Yeah, diarrhea, I can't spell that either, but I had it for 3 days.
Gonorrhea VD? Is that what we're talking
Yes.
about?
But there are some that are considered VD, but there are some that aren't, right?
Yeah,
Like
I don't
chlamydia
know.
is not VD.
I don't know how that works, but
It's sexually transmitted, but I don't.
And all men are chlamydia carriers, but we don't have symptoms.
But
all
you have
men.
to be. But you have to be treated if your girl gets it.
Right.
I have a question.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true?
Wouldn't it be great if at one of those dumb spelling bees, the kids got up there and just every single word was
Oh, that would be fun.
diarrhea, chlamydia,
Chlamydia CHYL.
every one of them was some venereal disease. That'd be okay. Maybe not so funny. I thought it'd be rather amusing. We have a lot of interesting things coming up in the news.
I thought we were just conversing.
including
I didn't know we were doing a Def Jam. I was just
gigantic shoes.
Gigantic shoes.
Yeah, we have gigantic shoes in the news.
You're burying the lead. Tell me more about gigantic shoes.
Oh, didn't I give you the story?
The big shoes dance. Oh, that story. Oh, yeah, this has happened before. It's a very sweet gesture.
Very nice, yeah.
Sweet gesture? Okay,
Sweet
good.
gesture.
And then we have kind of a sample. Is that still in the building?
I don't know if Jess took that or not. You know how she feels about that guy.
Oh, it's here.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. You'll find out. It's a great story coming up in the world of sports and humanity. It's a good thing.
Good.
Now, Pat, it's my understanding that yesterday I was not at my best. Certainly, I wasn't feeling great. I feel fine now. But we did a story yesterday, and you said you had some clarifications for me. I can find the story.
I have all the stories. From
It's
It was that Indian story. You guys kind of...
in the country of India, there was a runaway train.
Yeah.
And I had read the headline, and I misunderstood. I thought it was like a cowboys and Indians thing. Because, let's face it, I mean, there are a lot of Western movies that are, if you know, for better or for worse, cowboys versus Indians. And that's where you see the classic runaway train thing, where the guy on the horse comes up, and he's going as fast as the train, and he jumps from the horse to the train. And by the way, those were real stunts. It wasn't CGI where everything blows up. Those great Westerns were amazing.
Where is the great Wild West now, Tom? That you would think that this would have been that situation.
Christy, you understand that my grasp on reality is very limited.
Why do you take this to muddy the waters about your obvious irritation with computer-generated graphics? I don't understand.
I'm tired of going to...
what?
I love going to movies, but I get tired.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
The previews are driving me crazy because it's the same thing over and over. It's
So what?
explosion. No, it's just the dumbing down of the audience. Oh, look, more
Don't be taken in then.
more explosions.
Go watch The Holdovers and be amazed by Paul Giamatti and his crooked eye. And
So yes, quality entertainment,
man,
quality
whatever,
movie.
Whatever.
Okay, you'd rather watch Dune.
Let me tell you something.
The
The
return of-
Holdovers, no guns. There was no threats made. No one got really, really angry. Someone didn't punch somebody. I missed all of it.
No,
There's a small fire.
There's a little, yeah.
there was some funny stuff.
A small fire.
Yes.
And someone tripped in the gym. Wow.
Wait, he hurt himself.
Does Pat have a song about this story?
Well, just do the story and we'll see. I don't know. Pat came up to me and he goes, I think I can explain the train thing.
I can do the whole train story in the song. I put everything that happened.
Okay.
I don't know if
But it was a runaway train in India. And I don't understand.
We skipped a step.
It says it said that they stopped it with wood.
Yeah, they
wooden
put wood
block,
blocks on the tracks to stop the
Well,
train.
that's no fun. You're supposed to have some
But
dude.
it was real. It wasn't stopped by computer-generated
became a
graphic
crazy-
block.
Viral.
Well, they were going to blow up a bridge to stop the train, but they thought, Tom won't like that. It's too many explosions.
Yeah, it's too many.
I don't know. I'd like that.
Yeah, the old school bridge explosion.
Yeah, just a minor explosion, but the bridge collapses.
What action movie do you
A la
like?
The General.
Well, yeah. Thank
do you like
Buster
any-
Buster Keaton, the General?
Any superhero movie? Any at all even close?
No, maybe the original, not the Jack Nicholson Batman.
I'm really
But
sorry.
superhero movies, Marvel's had 3 huge bombs in a row. What was the one last weekend that
There we go.
made like
Madam Web.
$4?
Yeah, it did do poorly, but I
It got like a 4 on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sorry. So, Pat, you can explain the whole story for me.
Everything that happened, I put it in the song. I'm not saying it's a funny song, but I've got all the info in the song.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
On its way to Punjab from Jammu, train stopped for a change in crew. Driver got off, didn't set the brake. He's in trouble, that's a big mistake. Train's carrying a load of stone, 45 miles an hour all alone. Somebody grab a wooden block, film it on your phone for TikTok. It seems that nothing can stop it now. Cow catcher broke, it hit a cow. Driver has only himself to blame. Runaway train, something's gonna crack. Runaway train flying off the track. It's metal on metal, no rubber tires. Driver's definitely fired. On his its way from Punjab to Jammu. I wish the song had a joke or two. I may lose my job. If only there was a song called Punjab.
Wait a minute. If only there was a song called Punjab?
Yeah, that would save this.
Oh.
No, that's like this could get us all fired.
Oh, now when I was a young man and left my Punjab home,
You know,
across the Ganges River and India I roamed. From Madras to Darjeeling to the shores of the Arabian Sea.
See.
See. Punjab is for me.
Okay. Yeah, you had enough of the great Punjab song. Haywood Banks on the organ on that one.
Yeah, Thank God he wasn't singing.
yeah, he was just helping.
Yes, whomever that gentleman was.
Haywood, by the way,
Wasn't
on the
it
road
dot
this weekend.
exclamation point or something? What was it?
Haywood at the Wildly Theater in Edwardsville, Illinois, near St. Louis.
All right.
Coming up on Friday, Saturday. It's the Jukebox Comedy Club, the famous jukebox in Peoria. The one, the only Haywood Banks on Saturday evening. I love the Punjab song.
Do you?
It's the true story of it. And Punjab's usually in the news for bad news.
Oh, is it?
Whereas that's a happy song. Usually the word typhoon is in there.
Poisoning is also that's a story from there.
But that's a happy song about the great place known as Punjab.
Don't the monkeys? Don't they have problems with the monkeys and outdoor dining in Punjab?
They steal all the food. They get in
that
your hotel room.
Malaysia.
I'd love to see that.
No, you wouldn't. You would.
Yes. So
freak out.
we'd like the seafood tower and 2 marks. Thank you. Wait, what's this? Where'd these monkeys come from?
I don't want to be there. I just want to see it.
Oh, well, you can see plenty of videos. Just go down the YouTube rabbit hole.
It's
monkeys steal food. Monkeys steal.
It's hilarious.
This girl woke up and there was a monkey trying to turn her TV
You know what?
on.
I take it back. You can't watch it. It will terrify you.
It will terrify
about
you.
how human the monkeys are.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nuts.
Now, also coming up, we have alligators. Alligators meet golf carts, I should say, and their passengers. That's a hell of a video.
Hey, food trucks here.
That's coming up. And we haven't heard from him for a while. I was getting kind of worried. David Rush, our world record friend, is set himself quite the goal and is back in the news. Plus, we have tongue news coming up.
Oh.
Anyone?
No, you're doing fine by yourself. How about ear news from Raycon earbuds? How about that?
Sure.
Raycons have the optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. You might think this is the bold statement, Raycons fit every ear ever made. But it's true. And they actually stay in your ears, whether you're going for a run, walking the dog, dancing to your favorite tunes in your bathroom in the morning. Like any serious love story, you'll love your Raycons. They have 8 hours of playtime. They're here for you for a long time. And a 32-hour battery life. And you get amazing quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. Don't forget Raycon's awesome features, too, like noise isolation and 3 customizable sound profiles. And Bob and Tom listeners tell us all the time how much they love their Raycon earbuds. They have thousands of 5-star reviews. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 15% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Score 15% off and free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I love those Raycons. Once again, if you're going on vacation, get those Raycon full headphones for the kids. They'll be in the back seat of the car or across the aisle in the plane, calm, looking at their electronic devices in peace and quiet. They're not going to be going, "Are we there yet?"
Spring break just around the corner.
Trust me, you're going to thank me for that. Now, we have also coming up, Mr. Peter Frampton is our special guest. Don't forget to vote for Peter Frampton by going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame website. You can vote every day, and you can vote for, 7 different bands?
Yep.
Or solo artists. See who you like. Also, a special edition of Sexy Time with Alli Breen on the way. We'll be solving your love troubles. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
We were reviewing the fantasy date with Ralph, and
and Christy Lee. And interestingly enough, Ralph said you'd pick her up in your Mini Cooper.
Yeah, pick her up in the Cooper.
Take her to a sushi place.
Take her to a sushi place and
ask
some good music.
Ask her about her day and what she's interested in.
And then a little dancing.
Yeah. That's impressive.
And see when you're dealing with
take you dancing.
Oh yeah, you got to go dancing. You got to let your hair down. Oh yeah. Touch her a lot.
Are you drinking?
You drinking more than me. Yes, indeed.
Well, back up one. Touching her a lot.
Yeah, you touch her
when you dance.
What I know about Christy, and you can feel out whether a woman likes to be touched. And you touch her, you just make body contact, but not like you're trying to feel her up, but just put your hand on her back every now and then. And on the small of her back.
Let it slide down.
No, it's just you can feel it.
No, you are.
Now let me ask you,
a woman is like an instrument.
What would you wear?
Practically nothing.
If we're going to sushi, don't wear a suit. Don't put a suit on. It's just just casual. Just put a nice summer sweater on or something like that.
You wear cologne?
Just a little bit. Yeah, not too much.
What kind do you wear?
I go with Gucci Envy.
Really? Is that you have that on now?
Yeah. Yeah,
Christy, give him a snort.
Get in there.
And
oh my God!
Did you
very
lick
clean.
him? Did you lick him?
I think she did. That was nice.
Tom's gonna get whipped.
I gotta hit that.
Yes, you do, Tom.
It's very clean.
Really good.
This is creepy.
I'm getting a little creeped out here. Woo, look at that.
Tom, you look like Tom, you look like your adopted son has just graduated college. You're over there.
And this is the one from Cambodia, and this is the one from Africa.
I want to smell Christy now.
I didn't put on anything.
That was hilarious.
Oh my
I was told
God!
not to wear it.
Smells good, Ralph.
Does Ralph smell better than Christy?
No,
He's wearing cologne. I'm not. That's not fair.
Christy smells like her shampoo. She smells good. But no, Ralph you smell great. What's that stuff called?
It's called Gucci Envy.
It's very clean smell.
Yeah, it's nice.
That is not bad.
Not
and
overpowering.
see, men have a tendency to put it on until they can smell it. You're not supposed
do that.
to.
No.
You spray it in the air just in front of you and walk through it.
That's right.
That
Spray
is
and walk.
always enough. Just spray one time. Don't spray 4 or 5.
Spray and
just
walk.
one time.
See, I'm not a cologne
and
person.
Trust that other people.
Now, when you
smell
walk through, when do you spray it? Do you spray high?
No, you spray it
low.
about
You gotta spray below your eyes,
neck
Bob,
and
or
chest
you'll burn.
level.
And then
neck and
do you
chest level.
sprint through it real quick before it hits the ground? How do you do that? I've
But
never
how
heard of
fast
that.
are you going?
Yeah,
Stand there on the ready like it's a sprint.
So you spray and then you
Otherwise, you're going to have penis in there.
My goodness, it smells good.
Gonna hit you right in the.
So you got to move while it's kind of
Right.
I mean,
kind of about eye level.
if you're spraying chest high and walking through it, I'm sorry. You're going to be getting the
see,
boys.
That's
the other
it,
thing
huh?
about scents is that women love to explore it too. So if they catch it, and then they'll try to go and look for it again a little later.
Oh, really?
Like, where was that?
Well,
You are an
maybe I should
amazing
just
guy.
coat it in.
I was raised by wolves, so I understand women.
Okay.
I understand women a little
That's
bit.
really
Tell the story again. And I always
Which
love the
one?
story about when you and Cheryl were playing, and the day that you finally, the day that she quit playing one-on-one against you.
You mean when I finally beat her?
Yes.
this is Reggie's sister,
a
of
couple
course.
years ago.
she wasn't going to play anymore.
Well, when I sent her shot into my mom's rose garden, we started playing horse.
Right.
But you got to remember, Cheryl was always 2 to 3 inches taller as we were growing up. So I started to catch her in height my freshman and sophomore year of high school. Mm-hmm. So up until that point, Cheryl dominated me. But she
would dunk
dominated
on you?
everyone,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
'Cause I don't feel so bad.
Didn't she score how many did she score that one night? You scored, what was it?
45,
45.
50.
And she came in and.
I'm gloating. Because we had played in the away gym. She had played at the home gym. So my dad was with her at their game, and my mom was with me. So we get in the car. Hey, I had my best game ever. 40, 45 points. Strider started. Strider, what did you do tonight? And she looked at my dad and kind of looked down. My dad's like, oh, she had a pretty good game. I was like, oh, yeah, but I bet it wasn't 40-45.
Yeah.
No, she had a really good game. Well, what's really good?
Uh-huh.
She had 105.
By herself?
I'm like, the team scored 105? No, son. Cheryl scored
105 points.
I
bet that record still stands.
I believe it does. They beat that team 179 to 12.
God.
The point guard, which is still a record, had 39 assists. I mean, it was like crazy numbers.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're going to do Sexy Time today. That's coming up later. And also the one, the only future member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Peter Frampton.
All right.
We'll talk with him today.
Looking forward to talking to Mr. Frampton.
And we feel like he does.
Do you remember the name of his dog?
Yeah. Brigsby.
Is it? Yeah, okay.
Bigsby.
Bigsby.
Yeah.
Bigsby.
Bigsby. He's on tour with them now. It's so cute. I saw a picture of Peter sitting there practicing, sitting in his chair, and Bigsby's just sitting in front of him watching him.
Are you sure that's not his butler?
I'm pretty sure.
Right. He's got a butler, right?
That's a great name, though, for a dog.
Bigsby?
There's I think it has something to do with guitar equipment, maybe.
Rover
Pat, does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, maybe that whammy bar thing, that's what it's called.
I think it's part of maybe his Frampton thing, maybe. I don't know.
Frampton. We'll find out when we discuss it with Mr. Peter Frampton.
He's got a great book out there, too, that he narrates.
I've gone through it twice. It's fantastic.
Wonderful.
Does he narrate it all in that voice box thing? Or is it...
Yes. Chapter 1. No, you feel like a...
No. He does not.
A fair question, Josh.
The Bigsby is a type of vibrato device for electric guitars. So,
and Bigsby is, I believe, a black golden doodle. Mm-hmm. But he's a helper dog, too.
Mm-hmm. Service dog.
Very nice.
We'll talk with Mr. Peter
Unbelievable he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I know, right?
It's funny.
Well, again,
biggest album of all time.
You assumed he was in the Hall.
Yeah.
I did.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, now that they've kicked out Jan Wenner, and I guarantee you...
What did Jan Wenner do to you?
Well, did you read his recent interview?
Now, come on.
Okay.
He's not messing around with it anymore.
He kept a whole bunch of people out.
I don't think that's true. You can't
guarantee that it's true. Google it. Get back to me.
It's a fair voting procedure.
a third of the people in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame have nothing to do with rock and roll. Half of them, they could walk in here, you'd go, who's that?
I don't know what you're talking about, he said, while voting for Mariah Carey.
Well, it's a pop music. That's viable. I get it.
But in a rock, no, it's not viable.
Okay, well, let's see now. Where were we?
You get Mariah Carey being in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, I do. I mean, that's kind of, I'm just saying there are other artists that no one's ever heard of that never sold any records that no one could care about. Oh, my God. Let's just go forward here with Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk.
Holy hell, really? What do we got going on in Arizona? That's right, spring training baseball. And guess what happened yesterday?
What happened yesterday?
Shohei Ohtani.
Hey, Ohtani.
It doesn't work.
He hit a... I'm trying. I'll agree that it hasn't taken off as quickly as Yu Darvish or, say, Quan Barkley. But
see, because you're saying, say, Quan Barkley.
I think we can get there.
Let me know if this works.
Okay.
Will you please say his name?
Shohei Ohtani.
Show him what?
I like
Tom,
that.
Your thoughts?
It doesn't repeat the name.
Well, yeah, but it would be the listener's mistake thinking his name is Hey Ohtani and the chick wants me to show him something.
Say it again and we'll all do it to adjust.
See, his name is Shohei, new word Ohtani, right?
Right?
Yes.
It's not Shohei Ohtani.
No. Well, right. As I said, the listener...
the way I thought it was Elijah. I thought it was Eli Pitts. When it was Elijah,
I thought it was
Elijah
Zadora.
Pitts, you see.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, these are all viable, though.
I really thought that Quan Barkley's name was Quan Barkley.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean...
It's Saquon. That's his first name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought because you said Saquon Barkley so long that I honestly thought his name was just Quan Barkley, and you were making us say
No, it's even funnier than that. I'm so
yeah.
And Saquon sounds like something in Latin.
Yeah.
Sumum benum Saquon cunobum.
I think Saquon is also a casino in San Diego, the desert in San Diego. Saquon Casino.
It's a great name. I like Saquon.
Well, right
That's
now
a
we're
very
talking
cool
about
name.
whom?
Shohei.
Ohtani.
I'm
Let's try it. Go ahead.
Shohei Ohtani.
Show him what?
I think, Josh, you may have nailed it.
You know what? It's not bad.
It's not perfect. But it is.
Let's try this for a while and see what happens.
Okay. What are we
And
talking about?
Shohei Ohtani.
Show him what?
He hit a home run yesterday, and people are losing their
I
minds.
did it wrong. I ruined it.
I didn't do it because I don't know when to
We're going
say
with
it.
show him what.
Show him what.
After he says Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, show him what. Gotcha.
Ace, you want to chime in here?
The baseball player's name is Shohei Ohtani.
Show him what?
See, I can't say Shohei Ohtani anymore. I can't do it like that, so I'm going to have to change the way I...
We'll say his name.
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I got an emphasis on the show.
Syllable. Okay, you got it.
Yeah. All right. Let's revisit that. Maybe I'll
later.
Maybe I'll whip it out and surprise you. Surprise you with it.
That would be surprising.
Ruin someone's day.
Hey, Cleveland, Ohio. Isn't that where you're from?
Greater Cleveland.
Why is this such a big deal that this guy hit a home run, first of all?
Because he's had major surgery in his arm, and he's the highest paid payer in the history of sports.
Or the paid player. That's exactly right.
Okay.
And 700
But that's what he's paid to do, hit home runs.
Yeah, but he just had his massive surgery on his elbow, and they were concerned that he might be.
The Tommy John surgery?
Well, Christy, his first at bat, he struck out.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Ace.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wonder of Ace Cosby.
Yes, that'll happen occasionally. I mean, Babe Ruth.
A lot of them.
Yeah, Babe Ruth struck out. Barry Bonds struck out.
Because
they're
going
drugs,
for
for God's
I'll
sake.
give you an analogy you can understand, Ace. Oh, no, you can't understand this. I'll give you an analogy you can understand, Christy.
Yes.
Sometimes Ace's jokes of the day, he swings for the fences, and they don't exactly make it.
Right.
I could triple.
But
He would disagree.
I know, that's why I'm not telling him. But every once in a while, he swings for the fences, and my God, it's a home run.
Right, of course.
Same thing. So sometimes Shohei Ohtani.
Show him what?
See,
I like being on this end. I like being on that.
It's fun, isn't it?
Show him what?
Well, that's an exciting story. Then I'm very happy for this guy.
But he can't pitch this season because
But he can hit.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. He's a pitcher who can hit far.
Very,
very rare.
Very rare.
Okay.
And
Well,
that's why
thank
he's
you.
getting
I
paid
love
the
this
big
baseball tutorial. I really needed it.
Well, sure.
I don't know much about baseball.
Do we have a sports bulletin?
I don't know much about science.
Someone just handed Chick something. This looks important.
This is amazing. Please alert. That's right. Today is Donnie Iris's birthday.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me?
Well, happy birthday, Mr. Iris.
He turns 81.
81?
Happy birthday to Donnie Iris, Elwood City's King Cool.
Yeah.
Elwood City.
That's what they call it. I think.
Is that in Pennsylvania?
Is that Greater Pittsburgh?
No, it's in suburban Utah. Yes, it's in Greater Pittsburgh.
It could have been Greater Philadelphia for all I know.
I'm still irritated when I said, you're from Cleveland, right? And you, Greater.
I didn't grow up in Cleveland proper.
No, downtown. Shaker Heights, Ohio.
Not the Forest
Famous
City.
for the SATs.
Oh, gosh, of course.
Cradle of knowledge, the Austria.
Very bright.
The Austria of the
Paul
USA.
Newman, of course, was from...
Of course. Anyway.
Great, the sporting goods store, Newman Stearns.
Yesterday.
Paul Newman go to school with your mom?
Night. Dorkers, what I heard. Last night.
Is that true? Newman dorked your mom?
He boinked your mom.
I'm sorry, Mother. I realize I'm working with heathen Philistines, but
are you trying to tell me that your mother would turn down Paul Newman?
No way.
Oh, that's right. She was a gym teacher. Maybe she.
Oh, yeah, she may want to Joanne Woodward.
Yeah, she yodeled in Joanne Woodward's growing. Okay. Shohei Ohtani.
Show him what? Joanne Woodward.
How about pictures of Tom's mom and Joanne Woodward?
That's right. Oh, my gosh.
Starts off with a bang.
This is made for radio.
Oh, yeah.
Traffic and weather together and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to give you some tickets.
How old's Donnie today?
81.
Wow.
This is one of those songs I don't allow to be played on the dock at the lake until I'm about 5-6 beers in. Because you want to see the dancing.
Oh, I want to see the dancing.
You scat during the instrumental break?
Oh, no, I just listen and maybe, it ends with me cannonballing into the water.
Yeah. I have a very important announcement. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Elwood City's King Cool, Donnie Iris. My goodness. And how long have we been talking about Donnie Iris?
A long time.
He hasn't been on the show.
Yes, he has.
Give us the hi-hat. I know.
We had him on the phone.
Dennis Hopper was here.
Oh, yeah. Dennis Hopper. It was Dennis Hopper. Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, President Nixon. Yeah, they were all here.
That's right.
Friend of the show.
That's the morning, and Nixon said, if the president does it, it's legal. I remember that. Yeah.
And wigs.
He's not the only one. He's not the only president who said that.
Anyway, last night in Cleveland, Max Strus. That's right. They call him the Strus Goose.
The Strus Goose? The Strus Goose sounds like a very bad form of dysentery. Oh, my God, he's got the Strus Goose. Oh, Jesus, get back.
I mean,
it's going to splash.
He's got to be dehydrated.
Did you see a picture of this, by the way?
Strus Goose?
No, what happened at this game?
If you
59
see
feet?
The video, yeah.
59-footers, time expired? Yeah.
In the last 2 minutes, he had, several three-pointers.
He made, time expired, made three-pointer in the final 4 minutes, his fifth one, to give the Cavaliers a 121-119 win over the Mavericks.
5 3-pointers.
It was incredible. It was a half court.
59 feet, other side of half court.
Did you say he put on a clinic?
He might have, yes. And people are still celebrating in Cleveland.
Congratulations, Tom.
And in Greater Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yes.
Particularly on the east side.
SAT.
Where the cheers are that much more intelligent.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yes.
And here's an example of some of that intelligence, born and raised in Shaker Heights.
Ich mein Pussenschaft. Ich mein Pussenschaft. That, of course, was the famous words of Jack Kennedy when Jackie was off in Paris shopping. He was in Berlin, and he said, Ich mein Pussenschaft to some Fraulein.
Yes. Ursula Andress or somebody.
Bigger knocker woman.
What is it, bigger knocker woman?
Yeah, keeps them from flopping.
We have a developing situation, Tom. Please listen to me. Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid says Taylor Swift treated the team's offensive line to homemade Pop Tarts.
Homemade Pop Tarts?
And Andy didn't get any.
Well, I'm telling
How
you.
does she have time to make homemade Pop Tarts?
Reid shared this nugget with
she's always baking, isn't she?
Nepo baby Chris Sims during a recent interview. According to the report, Reid said he was disappointed. He did not get any homemade Pop-Tarts.
You got to take care of the coach, Taylor.
You have to.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how good a homemade Pop-Tart would be? You could just.
I don't even know how you would make
just
them.
pack it full of whatever you wanted to pack it full of.
Now, this is something we should give Ms. Hooker an assignment.
Oh, yeah.
Make us homemade Pop Tarts.
Yeah. Pop Tarts are essentially manufactured pie.
Yeah. Flat pie.
No, it's a tart. That pops out of a toaster.
I believe that's the slogan of the Fleshlight, by the way. Manufactured pie.
I'll give you that, but I'm just saying, she could make a fresh one that would be incredibly delicious with a really nice buttery crust.
Yes.
Why doesn't she make you a pie? That would be easy.
Yeah.
Well, Christy,
make me a brown sugar cinnamon.
Would you read the headline to the one who's not paying attention?
I heard
Taylor
it.
Swift prepared what?
Homemade Pop-Tarts.
Not homemade pies, right?
No, not
I want
homemade
to see
pies at
what
all.
the recipe for homemade Pop Tarts.
According to a magazine that was once called Sports Illustrated, I guess it's still out there somehow. I don't know why you put that in the story. Swift, reputed to be an avid baker, and made Travis Kelce cinnamon rolls before the Chiefs' 31-17 win over the Chargers.
Oh.
Look at
Isn't that
She just is perfect, isn't she?
Don't you think
God,
somewhere...
is there anything bad?
No. Right now, somewhere, Taylor, they're laying in bed, and she goes, what are you thinking about?
Oh, dude, yeah.
And Travis goes, Jesus Christ. Don't you think that's about
Yeah, but they're still in the
its own
stage.
schedule?
They're still in the stage where he whispered to her while there's thousands of people around them on the field at the Super Bowl in Vegas. He whispers to her, "Hey, thanks for the Pop Tarts, by the way. Speaking of cream filled,
All right.
spread
Yeah,
'em."
that's exactly.
Spread 'em.
God.
I call this the hog tart.
Homemade Pop Tarts are very, and they take a lot of time. So she. 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Well, she's a
to make.
billionaire. She can have people cover the rest of the stuff she has to do in life.
Wow.
Well, millions of Australian fans are disappointed in her last show. She was
Why?
too tired from making Pop Tarts all night.
Yeah.
Probably how she unwinds.
Sure, good for her.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Now,
good
see,
for her.
Andy Reid's ultimate dream is that one of his players starts dating the chef at McDonald's and they can bring in the truckloads of double Big Macs. Andy's a big fella.
He likes his burgers, doesn't he? Yeah,
He
that's
loves
his
the
food.
burgers. He rated his top 3 burgers in L.A. a couple weeks ago.
If you were to get a homemade Pop Tart, what would you want the filling to be?
I would go for probably blueberry.
Okay.
What would you go for?
Real dumb.
Me? Well, I like brown sugar cinnamon, but that'd be really difficult, probably.
Why? No.
Really?
Yeah,
Those
you
are
make
just two ingredients.
homemade cinnamon rolls and then just
Oh,
make
that's
a
true.
different,
Make them with pie crust.
That'd be more of a cinnamon roll to me.
I like strawberry. I think
That'd
strawberry
be good.
would
That'd be good. I think cherry or blueberry for me. Those are my favorite.
Any kind of preserve or jam you could.
What do you think,
stick
Chick
in
McGee?
there.
What are you in for these?
brown sugar frosted brown sugar cinnamon.
Ace.
Nice
Strawberry.
icing.
Strawberry. Okay, Josh.
I'm a strawberry man.
Okay, so it's going to be blueberry.
All right. I look forward to it.
Now,
Thanks for voting.
are we frosting these?
They must be frosted.
Of course we're frosting.
Otherwise, just don't even bring them in.
What country are you from? Of course we're
Christy doesn't want
frosting.
them frosted.
They're frosted.
You don't
I
want them
don't-
frosted? Really? Would you
I
like to-
prefer them not frosted, but I.
Should we?
I'll lick the frosting off of your Pop Tart, and then you can have it.
Gee, thank you. You're a true friend.
Should we make them without butter?
No,
Once
I love
again,
butter.
you're supposed to put butter on your Pop Tarts.
Yeah, I've never done that.
I since have tried it. It's
fantastic.
Delicious.
It's
Is
kind of
it?
like that's kind of like putting salt on potato chips.
Do you
No.
put the butter on after you toast it?
I do, yeah.
No, what you do is you make your Pop Tart
Yeah.
and then you think lobster and you get your little cup of butter and dunk it right in there. And off you go.
Now, wait a second. Have you ever thought
Another
of this?
life-changing recipe.
I bet I can get Miss Hooker to do this.
I bet she's
Driving, she turned around.
Yes,
Change lanes. Listen,
You're getting a new cell phone right now.
Hear me out on this.
All right.
Take some butter, put it in a pan.
Yeah, got it.
You get the butter nice and kind of semi-bubbly.
Please clarify.
Throw the Pop Tart in, and essentially you
Fry it?
Fry the Pop Tart. So now it's got all that buttery goodness. I want to congratulate all of our friends in the dairy industry for providing that butter for us. Thank you very much.
To me, that's a different. That is a different entity. That's not a Pop Tart.
No, that's like a difference between a taco and a chimichanga.
It's a sautéed Pop Tart, and if I get you one, you will be eating them for the rest of your life.
Andy Reid's top 3 burgers: In-N-Out, Original Tommy's, and Hawkins House of Burgers in Los
Now
Angeles.
I'm starving.
How about a sautéed Pop Tart?
I
Can
don't
you
know about
imagine?
that.
How about a
Although
tube steak smothered in underwear?
They have an easy Pop Tart recipe on here. I'm
Excuse me,
going to try it.
must you go down Volker Road?
How about we look at a meal that could be delivered to your door and you could make it at home and start out that way?
Yeah.
How about that?
That's the way to go.
Wait a second. Are you talking about HelloFresh?
I certainly am.
Now, HelloFresh, let me get this straight. They do the grocery shopping. They do the measuring. You put it together, and you've got gourmet-style meals, and you're saving a ton of money because they've done 90% of the work. And, by the way, it's a lot cheaper than, say, having food delivered to your house. What are you working on over there, Christy?
Well, this is one of those really easy, quick meals. You prep for 5 minutes, cook for 20, and you have one-pan cheesy beef tortilla melts. Boy, those look really, really good. 6 easy steps. They're all right here on the
Let
card.
me see the picture of that one. I haven't had those yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. Look how
Oh,
good
my
those
God.
look. Yeah.
Oh, I really am getting hungry.
Jalapenos in there. Oh, my goodness.
So what HelloFresh is doing is they're trying to kick you in the butt and go, hey, are you getting sick of the same food you've been eating all the time? Her cooking or his cooking or your cooking? It's getting kind of old, isn't it? Tired of the same restaurants? How about having some fun? Get rid of those food blahs this winter with HelloFresh. You heard about what Christy's been working on over there. Try it out because they have several dozen choices each week. And by the way, you can swap proteins. You can pretty much have it the way you want. And the cool thing about HelloFresh is you do a little bit of cooking and then do whatever you have to do, pop it out of the oven, and there you go, voila. And also, it's going to make you a better cook. And they're kind enough, and I love this about them, to have photographs right there so you know what you're doing. If you don't know a persimmon from a watermelon from a sweet potato, you're going to know because, it's this one. Plus, they've got the packets with the seasoning so you can't screw it up. So you're going to have really elaborate, delicious food that's simple to make and delicious. Oh, and did I mention free breakfast for life? I just did.
Yeah.
Free breakfast for life. Go to HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. That'll help us. It'll help you because that means that free breakfast for life if you add that code /BT Show free. HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. Enjoy those free breakfasts while you keep that subscription active and enjoy some great food. Coming up, be careful on the golf course in Florida. The alligators are a-biting. And also a really unusual thing that may be happening in the fast food industry that I don't know about this one. Wait till you hear about this. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom.
Bob Biggerstaff. Are there a lot of Biggerstaff?
Biggerstaff is my last name.
Yeah.
It's a German name. It means probably going home alone tonight.
Do you get the porn jokes with that one?
Always.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Is your middle name looking for a?
You know what? I was doing...
Looking for a, that
Bob
looking for a Biggerstaff.
I wish you had a.
That wouldn't be good.
I wish
I got it.
Wish I had a.
Get this. I'm doing a show a couple weeks ago. Girl comes up to me after the show. She's like, wow. Hot chick. Amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Play along.
Yeah. Then what happened?
She's like, Biggerstaff. She goes, that's my last name too. And she shows me her license. Right? She's like, we've got to be related. She's like, we're gonna party tonight.
Oh yeah.
And one of the other comedians is like, hey man, I think you got a shot with her. I'm like,
You're long lost.
I don't know. When the conversation starts with "we've got to be related," probably not going to end with me having sex with her.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to try.
Sure. Yeah, because you're a guy.
Sure.
Right.
I know how these things end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Stay positive.
Yeah, first cousin or not. That's a myth. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, Roy Wood Jr. You are a junior, obviously.
Yes.
When you went into showbiz in the beginning, you had the option of going with Roy Wood or going with the Roy Wood Jr.
I started in '98, and that was like the back end of the Def Jam boom and the comic view boom for black comedy. So every black comic was named after food or their name was a verb. Give it up for tripping.
Tripping?
Tripping. He be tripping.
If I trip, then I'm tripping.
Give it up for Slappy. I didn't want to be that.
Wow. I'm not.
Slappy Wood Jr.
I often give it up for Slappy.
Come on, Slappy Wood.
And I mean,
Slappy Wood.
Yes. So although
Speaking of porn names.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
The Gores just got divorced. We know Paul McCartney went through the worst divorce in history.
That's true.
I would have been a great attorney for Paul McCartney. I'd have said, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client, right over there, 1964, could not crawl out of a car without every woman in America tearing her hair out, yelling his name at the top of their lungs. He could have had any woman in the world that year. He went with the Manson family-looking girl who was the photographer, who was relatively plain. Lived with the woman for 35 years. 35 years, not one night did he ever miss with his wife in 35 years, except when he was arrested for marijuana in Japan, and she was down the hall in a different cell.
Yeah.
Okay? He loved this woman. She made him eat vegetarian food. Okay? She was not attractive. He put her on the cover of the Band on the Run album. James Coburn looked better than she did. On the cover of that album. This woman couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. Couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. He let her play in his band for 10 years. He loved this woman. Lived with her 35 years, never missed a night. She passed away. He became a knight. I think he owns Happy Birthday. I know he owns Ramblin' Rick from Georgia Tech, a hell of an engineer. He's a billionaire. The Queen hit him over the shoulder with a sword and made him a knight. He is a sir. And that one-legged, wooden-legged woman wants you to believe that he's hard to get along with.
Bob Tom?
Yes. Yeah.
Bob Vila.
Bob Vila, the
Bob.
famed home repair host. How's it going, Bob?
Pretty good.
Good. What can we do for you?
Hey, you guys are talking about something that's pretty common.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the home repair guys do it. I do it all the time.
You actually take a nail and pound it into your penis on purpose?
Heck yeah.
Now,
Really?
do you use a nail gun or do you use a regular traditional hammer and nail?
Oh, I'm not a conservative guy. Just use a nail.
Okay. Oh, okay.
In fact, I was at the hardware store the other day picking up a nail just for that.
Uh-huh.
And I took it up to the counter. The guy goes, that'll be $1. I go, great. He goes, that'll be $1.04 with tax. I go, tax? Wait, I am kinky?
Tax
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
So, Nick, let's start with the basics. Are you a married guy?
No, I just got divorced.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. Lots of people get divorced. Einstein got divorced.
He did?
Yeah, did you know that? Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein?
Oh, so you're dating then?
I guess. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to say I love you anymore. I hate that first I love you. That's the worst. First time you ever tell a woman you love her. If they like you, they want to hear it. And when they hear it that first time, something comes over them. Their eyes get all wide. And get that diabolical grin on their face. You can almost feel them saying, excellent.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Are you listening to Mr. Burr?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, and how are you, Tom?
Doing just fine, thank you very much. A nice cup of tea over here.
Oh, very nice.
Speaking of tea, we're going to be talking to a tea drinker, Mr. Peter Frampton.
And here's my favorite Peter Frampton song.
Oh.
No, that doesn't rock.
No.
How dare they put that in the Hall of Fame?
I'll give you money. Oh, you don't like I'm in You? You need to stop when I play a song, okay? Just think, this is going to irritate Chick, and then don't say it. How's that?
Just trying to broaden your horizons.
Miami Dolphin star Tyreek Hill is facing a lawsuit from a model who claims his anger caused her to break her leg.
All right.
Hang on. Sophie Hall is an influencer with more than 2 million followers on Instagram.
I'm out.
Hang on.
2 million followers can't be wrong.
Oh, yes, she can.
She's a plus-size model, and I'm not making any of this up.
Fat.
She was invited to take part in an offensive line blocking drill at Tyreek's house.
What?
While Hill was training in the backyard. This happened back in June of this past year.
Okay.
On her first defensive line rep, it says, Hall alleges that she managed to push Hill backward, drawing laughter from a group of witnesses. I will step in here and say that Tyreek Hill is an NFL player. He's 5'10", 191 pounds. Sophie Hall is 6'1" and goes about 260.
All right. So she's tall.
Yeah. Sophie claims that Hill became
wide.
Yeah, but she's, you know what I mean? Like what's her name?
Sophie Hall.
Hall.
No, I'm sorry, Sophie Hill. Sophie Hall. Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Sophie
Hall.
Hill Hall.
Drawing laughter from a group of witnesses when she pushed Tyreek Hill, almost pushed him over. Then Sophie claims that Hill became embarrassed and angry. He insisted they do the drill again in opposite positions. The second rep apparently also, while they were trying to train, it was interrupted by a puppy. Hall held her own again, but on the fourth rep, Tyreek got mad and ran into her. What many witnesses say looked like as hard as he could, violently and with great force, and broke her leg. She's now in a wheelchair. The lawsuit contains pictures of her leg and x-rays with what appear to be 2 screws installed.
Yikes.
She also includes screen grabs of Tyreek Hill contacting her via Instagram after she signed her son up for his football camp, which allegedly led to the invite to his home.
She's on her Instagram on crutches, still posing.
Well,
and just looking phenomenal.
This is right in Josh's wheelhouse.
You take your chances. You're going to go do stuff like this. Things happen.
I don't know. Isn't this an easy settlement?
Yeah.
This doesn't have to go to court at all.
Well, he's
got
embarrassed.
the money. Just give her the money.
This is making her more famous.
But it's a silly story, and he's going to be mad about it. Tom, your thoughts? Would you try to outmuscle a girlfriend?
It sounds like Hill was. Yeah, his pride was hurt.
Yes,
that's their perspective. Maybe.
Well, and many witnesses.
She's 6'1", 250.
Why are you rolling your eyes at many witnesses?
No, I just think that when you do stuff like this, you're taking your chances. Come on.
Pretty.
So she blaming the victim.
No,
always.
No. She's doing an athletic thing and she gets outdone.
Plus, there's some that might.
If you get into a boxing ring and you can't bitch if you get hit in the face.
There might be some people who would classify her as being overweight.
I was going to say
how Tom feels.
That if you had said she was 115, he'd be mad at Tyreek Hill.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's what Chunkles gets.
Yes. No, that's what anybody gets.
I'm surprised she got out of the butter aisle to get over to his
Did you
house.
hear him just now? He said that's what any fat person gets. We all heard it.
Oh my God. Okay.
So they're in Tyreek. An NFL player is the mom of one of the kids he's coaching. I'll show you how to do this drill.
And she's doing it because she wants to make the video because she's an influencer. She's going for, this is the thing. This is all about her.
So Tyreek Hill is blameless in this whole thing. And it's her fault.
Exactly.
Well, there is something to be said for the fact that he reached out to her and said, hey, why don't you come over? And of course he did. If you see her, why would he not invite her over?
There you go.
Okay, well,
6'1", 250, Tom.
She's pretty.
Yeah. Just give her $500,000 and that's it.
$500,000.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
Give her $1 million.
That's a little high.
Not for him.
$1 million.
He's got a broken leg.
He just what's his Dolphins contract? $80 million for all guarantee.
Yeah, but you know how this stuff works. It's my hospital bills were $50,000, but my emotional
pain and suffering.
That's paying at $5 million.
This is just getting her more followers.
Pain and suffering. Would you?
She should pay him.
Man, he's got a nice house at Tyreek Hill.
You know that you have a problem with influencers and social media and everything.
They're for the most part
everything as the world
promoting
keeps
lies.
Changing. It's all lies.
They're promoting lies.
All lies.
What the hell? They wouldn't get to be influencers if they promoted lies.
Well,
I
don't think they're all promoting lies, but I do think
I tend
you
to
can
disagree.
be one.
You know how you always get irritated with me about all the stuff that NASA brought me somehow magically appeared in my home, and I have to thank NASA because they sent a man to the moon to golf. That made me have a satellite TV.
It's supporting the great engineers in this world who make everything that you love about
they
life
could have
possible.
done everything without a man. But is there anything that has been invented in the past 50 years that you care for? I bet you still get ice delivered to your home for your refrigerator.
If I could get those clear cubes, I sure would. I love those. What's coming up in sports besides the sympathy for some mega millionaire influencer?
My breakfast.
Oh, boy.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, and also coming up, we have a couple cool world records, including one involving the tongue.
It's gross and disgusting.
It's really cool. Nope. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package, so try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Let's get a shot of the mustache. We have the camera in here now.
I got a before shot.
Okay, now we got motion pictures here.
Zoom in nice and tight on this blonde beauty. Hey.
Okay, now you have. Is that mascara? What kind of makeup is that your girlfriend got for you?
This is the CoverGirl Lash Exact mascara. It can be found at stores near you.
Okay, now, Chick, are you going to apply the mascara to the stash? We'll see if it looks.
Come on, Chick.
Looks any better. What color is the mascara?
Well, it's the color of the tube, right?
No, it's not purple. It's a brown.
Okay.
Oh, that's the one.
Because your hair's kind of blondish brown.
Here's a little something for the camera.
Hey!
All right. Okay. Let's. Could we forego the? Let's get this going here. Just get the.
Okay. I'll be gentle.
You know what, though?
What?
His mustache looks a lot better close up.
It does. It looks very good.
Thank you, Chick. I appreciate that.
You can't see it from far away. It's the same color as his skin.
Gentle touch.
Now, does that stuff? What if you lick your lips? Will that stuff come off? Don't just do the middle.
Am I half stashed?
Wait, I'm not doing this in the.
Now, if you get you darken it up a little bit.
That looks nice.
See,
Thank
it
you.
brings out the.
Give me a look.
Brings out his eyes. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
Then you do this.
Yeah. Pump
Okay.
it.
Bob,
Yes,
Bob,
sir.
remember the movie that last year was made that didn't have any speaking to it?
The Artist?
The Artist. Anybody see that? Did you see The Artist, Pat? The silent movie last year?
Silent movie?
Yeah. It was called The Artist, won a bunch of Academy Awards.
That sounds
You look like that guy. That's the kind of mustache you have.
An Academy Award winner, huh?
Let's take a look.
Well, it was supposed to be a mustache from the days before there were talkie films.
Right.
So it may be a little dated. Turner, let me see. Let me verify.
He's almost done. It's
Let Picasso
actually
work over here.
looking pretty darn good. Looking pretty darn good.
Let's see.
What's my
Turn around. Oh, let's go.
Voila.
Okay, Pat McAfee. Oh dear God.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Now I can see it now. It does look very romantic.
And it really does match his hair color a lot better.
Oh, my. We got a little mascara on her.
Well, wipe it off.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they started talking to me, and I got mad at Tom, so I can miss.
Now, do you think maybe you should go with what's the permanent dye for the mustache called? The
permanent?
Yeah, it's on all the commercials.
Not permanent.
Just for men.
Just for men. That stuff. You need the just for men.
Mm-hmm.
You think it would look like this permanent?
Sure, yeah.
No, it wouldn't be permanent. It would last for a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks, and then you have to reapply.
So for my Super Bowl TV stuff, I need to get the Just for Men.
Or just hit it with the mascara before you go on screen. I think it's fine the way it is.
Chick, I'd like to thank you for what you just did.
No, but then you're going to be walking around, and then you're going to be wiping your face, and half of it's going to come off.
If I was to have a cocktail right now that happened to run a little high, would the mascara run into the mouth?
I don't think so. Most mascara is like the commercials I've seen, the girls dive in.
Of course, they always, it's women and it's their eyelashes that they use it for. Rarely do you see those get hit with a drink.
Mustache,
and when they do, they usually kind of tear up. I don't know how that would work at a bar, Pat.
Yeah, Pat's now trying
Maybe
to touch up the mustache.
Just for men.
Yeah, but then the question has to be asked: even if your mustache is dark, is it really your look? And that's where I think that comes into question.
Boy, and when he came to, boy, did his eyes just light up. That's
light up like a fire. Oh man!
I died of a heart attack. It was hilarious.
The old empty gas tank joke.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
I could never figure this out. They're telling me it's a crime for me to forget to fasten my own seatbelt. And yet every other block, we got a fast food drive-through restaurant with some idiot pulling out with a 16-ounce Coke squeezed in between his legs, a Big Mac sandwich in his fingertips, steering with his wrist, an order of fries wedged between this leg and the console, eating, drinking, slurping, steering with the other knee, and that's perfectly okay if this guy buckles up. And until you see a man pour a piping hot cup of coffee in his crotch at 40 miles an hour, you have no idea the maneuverability of an automobile.
Hi, this is Rodney Carrington.
Verify them for the rest of their life.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. Hey. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby's here.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Let's catch up with other things in the world of sports. We've had some exciting sporting news already, but what else have you got over there?
Missouri teenager with size 23 feet is getting some help from Shaq. Yes, the Shaquille O'Neal. 16-year-old Jorel Bolden wanted to had a problem back in January. Back in January, he struggled to find shoes that fit his feet. Custom-made shoes that can cost thousands of dollars, and leading Bolden's mother, Tamika Neal, to launch a GoFundMe page. Word got to Shaquille O'Neal, who spoke with the team and sent him 3 large boxes filled with new clothes, new shoes, and items from the former NBA star's own closet.
That's terrific.
That's great.
In total, Bolden received nearly 20 pairs of shoes, as well as a donation to help get him shoes that will fit him better in the future.
Very nice.
Shaq wears a 22 wide, which fits Jorel better than a regular 22, but he says a 23 is more comfortable. Shaq said they are a big help for now, but he'll need a bigger shoe eventually, and that's what the money's for.
Oh, very, very cool.
There you go.
Now, we had one of Shaq's shoes somewhere in this building.
It
It's right
used to
there.
be
It's
right
5
there.
feet
It's
from
right,
here.
It's sitting
Okay.
right there.
I can't see it.
I'm just telling you.
Someone want to grab it?
No, why? It's radio. Do I need to tell you how radio works?
We're on the TV.
You gotta hold a shoe up.
Hold on. We're on the TV. So Shaq, it's my understanding he gave him a big box of size 23 shoes and a box of those Magnum condoms.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's helpful.
There we go. Look at that thing, Christy.
Yeah, those are some on it.
Oh, boy.
This adds to it.
That is the same length as your knee to your toe.
This is a little dusty.
Maybe you should make that joke you just made in a couple years. him being 16 years old. You ever think of that? About the Magnum condom line?
Shaq likes a nice rock
I still want him to knock up one of his fellow 16-year-olds. Hate to be this kid's dance partner at the prom. Look at those things.
Yeah, those are...
Man, that is a big foot.
That is... I can't even...
This kid needs a farrier.
My shoe would fit inside that shoe. And Christie's would twice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, that is a big, big foot. How did we get a hold of one of Shaq's shoes? Do we know?
I don't know if that's Shaq's shoe or just the same size Shaq wears.
Oh, is it?
Well, of course, Shaq was here. And of course, he did weather one morning. And
Dennis
he did
Hopper.
news. And he drove Tom back home and then drove over here. And then he's godfather. There's still children.
I was told Shaq was in here and left that.
I don't know. I know.
That or did we have a clown in here that wore bass Weegians?
I don't know.
Those
are rock boards. Don't you even? Yes.
Sorry,
Look at that.
Is there any way I can get you in clown makeup, the whole thing?
No,
for one morning.
Not a fan.
You're not a fan of clowns?
The sour clown.
Yes.
You must have done that once, right?
Yeah, you must
Here
have.
comes Buzzkill the clown.
Hey, kids, how are you?
You know that cake is going to... you might want to put that piece down, Jimmy.
Yeah,
whatever you want, Chubby.
Yeah, you're already showing your shoes.
Send him a shoe. Did he eat it?
Dear, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
You know, you don't have to try to be mean. You know that, right?
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm listening to the episode where you guys are talking about fake testicles.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
This was last
week.
week.
They make them for humans and for dogs. The ones for dogs are called nudicles.
I had a friend in middle school that fell out of a tree and lost a testicle.
Ooh. Oh, man.
After that day, we called him Uniballer.
Oh,
like the pen.
LOL.
They make a good pen, Uniballer.
They make
That's just Uniball.
Uniball, yeah.
Did
I have one right here.
It was a Unabomber joke.
Did his friend have an artificial testicle put in?
Yes, one with it had sprinkles in it, like sparklies.
Oh, like Jimmy's,
like a globe.
Yes, like you put on ice cream. It was a clear, loose ice.
If you were to, through some unfortunate situation,
don't do this because this is like a guy playing around with crutches. Don't do this.
Okay, Ace. Let's just say you lost one of your nads. Would you have one of the fake ones put in?
I doubt it.
You don't? No, let's say it was free. I can just see.
Now you're talking his language.
How much is this ball going to cost me?
No, it's not necessary.
Okay, it's not necessary, but I think for aesthetic reasons, many men have that done.
Can't they use those clackers? Remember those? The
I was going to say, remember the Super Balls we had that were glittery?
The Super Balls. Yeah,
I'm no physician, but I believe they have to use a medical grade silicone.
And you don't want a ball shape. You don't want a round.
Well, no, these things are shaped like
You don't want like a silly putty container.
Was it more like
more egg shaped?
It's shaped like a testicle.
They're oblong.
Wait a minute. Get the camera on me. Let me think. Oh, they are kind of oblong.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Are
okay.
Yeah. They're not round.
No,
not
perfect.
not round
they're not
inside?
spherical.
I mean,
I thought they were round inside and the skin just hung.
No, it's more.
They're oblong inside the skin.
It's more like an
L. We're talking gonads. You're talking sack. You get out of here.
The gonads are in the sack.
They are.
I love that book.
In the coconut.
Gonads in the sack.
They put the gonad in the sack. Doctor!
Yeah, when the gonads are out of the sack.
My sack's so saggy.
Usually that means a bad encounter with a barbed wire fence while trying to Fosbury flop. I left my gonad on top of the fence.
Would you get a fake one?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, does it affect your balance if you only have the one?
I wonder what the sales pitch is on that.
Depending on what testicle you get removed, you become that handed.
I had no idea.
Yes.
Wow. There's probably a sales pitch. I'm assuming that the clinic gets probably half the, because aren't they several $1,000s?
I would think.
Yeah. I mean, I think the clinic has them in.
Yeah. But would you?
But they probably there's probably a nice little profit there.
If they were several $1,000s, would you have them inserted into your body if they were $100?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. That's my
cheap
Super Bowl thing
aftermarket.
again.
Ace would,
But
but
my $50 ball is leaking again.
Well, I don't know. I had a pretty good year last year. I may just get a third one put in just for the hell of it.
Yeah, why not?
Wait a minute. Hold it.
You would like it when they put you out for the surgery because you like that.
Now, propofol. Mike got a good night's sleep. No, I'd go 4. 2 on each side.
Would you really?
Absolutely.
Then they'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go 26, so it looks like a magnified raspberry.
You look like those guys for Fruit of the Loom, the vegetable bowl.
The grapes.
Fly eyes.
Yeah, I doubt if a qualified American physician would put an extra one in, but I know that you hear about these guys that go to Mexico and they'll get the doctor to do whatever they want.
People have horns on their forehead. Why wouldn't they have put 2 testicles on each side? Why not?
In any event, there are people that do it for their dogs. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I did not.
Dogs really
Mr. Fletcher is ball-free.
do you have a boy and a girl? I don't even know what you got working over there.
I have 2 girl dogs and a boy dog.
Okay.
They're all...
Are they out there humping every now and then?
No, they are all fixed. The girls have been spayed.
They hump, but that's a control issue. It's not sexual.
Whatever.
My girls hump each other all the time.
Do they? Yeah,
it's
control.
hot.
Dog on dog.
Really? I can't figure out what's the most offensive thing that's been said on this show today.
It's hard to keep track.
I just don't know.
It starts out as like a sort of a pillow fight, right?
Sure. Oh yeah. That's they go. And then you'll hear stop.
Yeah.
And then
I saw the video of your 2 dogs washing a car. Then they kind of started spraying each other with the hose. One thing, it gets out.
Now, Christy, as you know, I have a light that I clip to my cap.
Oh yeah,
of course you do because you're insane.
When I take the dogs out at night, and then I have 2, one in the front, one in the back, blinking red lights so people can see me.
What a nerd!
We have to get
There is no traffic on your street.
Someone
There's enough
has
that it's
to
dangerous.
talk to any neighbor in his neighborhood.
No traffic
We
at 3
need to
a.m.
know
on your
what the neighbors are saying about
You
him.
know what they're saying.
Here comes
You know what?
crazy down the street.
I know one of his neighbors. I'll find out.
Find out what they're saying.
The one dog, though,
What a lunatic.
will not, if the light is on, like it's like a miner's light.
It won't go to the bathroom.
No. I have to turn it off.
Well, would you go if there was a spotlight on you?
They're dogs, for God's
They
sake.
want their privacy.
How do they know? The other 2...
It's like a strip club out there.
The other 2...
A kinky strip club.
The other 2 couldn't care less.
Give it up for Sheila. She's on a crap on stage 2.
At night, you have to have the lights so you can go collect it in the doggy bag thing. You know, so, you don't want to be fumbling around in pitch black trying to find where the poop is. But the one dog, as soon as I have to turn the light off and go, okay, Maisie, go ahead. No one's watching.
Can I buy you a fence? I'll do that.
They don't. They're fine. I'd like to go on the walks with them.
Well,
to
why don't you
check
go
out
on
the
a walk
neighborhood
and leave your dogs and your children alone?
I did.
How about
yesterday.
that?
For a nice walk yesterday. Now, what's coming up in sports?
Amazing, wonderful, shocking, fabulous, fascinating world records.
Oh, that's cool.
Coming up, baby.
Also, we've got news about this coming up. Oh, that's right.
Let go of my ego.
It's National Pancake Day, ladies and gentlemen.
So Lego My Ego was played.
Well,
a waffle.
There is actually a story about
there's
it.
a connection.
Okay.
See, this is the kind of thing you got to make them think. Why is he playing this? Lego My Ego. Yeah. Do you like that commercial?
I don't like the Eggos. I just like the...
Shane perfected it. I mean, what?
No, I like the real waffles. I don't like the Eggo.
Okay, well, we'll find out. That's all coming up.
Do you like an Eggo instead of a real waffle?
Yes. They taste the same, way less cleanup.
Every day for school, we had Eggo sandwiches with peanut butter, honey, and banana between 2 Eggos.
Good
That's
job.
what my kids ate.
Mother of the year.
That's right, baby.
Sounds delightful.
Unless you spend an insulin.
Oh, that's from you.
You know, you're gonna.
What the hell?
You're gonna
Hey,
be an
they
influence.
test me every 2 weeks.
Tyreek Hill. You're gonna run over Tyreek Hill before you know it.
Pretty soon you're not going to need shoes at all. Actually, so is that kid. Let's see, where was I? I know. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about mental health, helping you help yourself. And what's cool about this is it's taking advantage of contemporary technology, because you've got that thing in your pocket, that phone that hooks up to the internet, and it can make accessing health issues a lot easier.
Sorry.
I'm talking about going to betterhelp.com/BT show. How does it work? You fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. They have more than 25,000 therapists participating in this program. By the way, you can switch therapists at any time, no additional cost. What's the point of this? Well, it's a lot more accessible. It's a lot easier. You don't have to get in your car and drive to an office, et cetera, because the therapy itself is done online via text or via like a Zoom camera or just talking like you're on the phone. It's up to you. It's all about flexibility and making your mental health a priority. You got a lot of free time, maybe? Well, spend some of that time helping out your brain. Learn to make time work for you and learn what makes you happy. With BetterHelp, you visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today to get 10% off that first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, there's something on this plane that shouldn't be on this plane.
A neck brace for a grasshopper.
And it's not just any grasshopper.
It's more depressing than a frog on one of those little contraptions because he's got his legs cut off.
Have you seen this thing? It's the coolest looking critter I've ever seen.
Yes.
And it's got a little neck brace on it.
What happened to my radio show?
You'll find out. Oh, it's fantastic.
I used to listen to this show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
We have the young Shane Moss, comedian from Wisconsin, now living in Boston.
Yeah, I got the Ghost of Christmas Future.
There you go.
Right next to me. So. It's not too late, is it? I can still change.
You can. Turns out it is too late. Now, you mentioned that your girlfriend is a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Now, did you have any normal jobs prior to this comedy thing?
Yeah, I had. I did a lot of manual labor type stuff. I worked in a factory for a few years. Worked construction. The worst thing that I ever did was I was a temp laborer.
Yeah.
Which was just an awful job, and there's like no health insurance, or anything with it. There's just workman's compensation. So anytime I need to seek medical attention, need to be a work-related thing. You know, I'd have to call up my boss. He'd be like, "Yeah, I don't know. I better go and see a doctor." It's just yesterday. I think I was just picking up a little bit too much weight, and I think I might have gotten herpes.
Yeah, I better have that checked.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane all the things you have to worry about. Like I remember when I was in grade school. I'm not that old, but just 20 years ago in grade school, the biggest concern was don't share hats. You might get lice.
Oh.
Yeah. They're much more serious now. Like, don't share needles. You might get AIDS.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can share hats again. Who cares about lice?
Yeah. How true.
I see. Shane Moss is our guest. We've talked about the fact that you drive all over the place.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. This is one of my favorite topics. Kind of an inside showbiz thing, but every once in a while you get what's termed a hell gig.
Yeah.
Maybe you're on stage and you're in a small club or a bar and they've got a TV on over here. Or there's a pool game going on. People aren't paying attention. Do you have any great hell gig stories?
Well, I have a few, and I'll tell one anyway, and then if we have time for more, that's cool. I'll combine cars and a hell gig. How's that? I was in Detroit recently, and this actually wasn't a hell gig at all. It's just kind of my fault. I made a little mistake. Detroit's kind of a little bit dangerous. It's actually ranked the most dangerous big city in the country. And if you remind them of that, they will kill you.
Or try,
yeah. And I let it slip on stage that I drive a Hyundai, which is a sin there. And I had to explain to him. I was like, listen, I'm all for supporting American-made products. I don't want anyone in Detroit to lose their job or anything. It's just that if I'm driving through Detroit, I want the most reliable vehicle possible. And,
wow.
That didn't go over very well.
Tell us more about scatting.
Well, it's it's like in the traditional jazz sense. It's the scooter beat a bada. But I mean, I don't do that. I do it to classic rock only.
Right.
The most famous scat is probably the worst ever.
of Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, great artist, but the doobie, one of the worst,
Absolutely.
terrible scats. But
But I mean, it's hard. Like, if you're in the car and you're listening to Led Zeppelin, it's hard not to do the bow, bow, bam, doom, cack, cack, doom, bum, bam, bum, bam, 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 doom, cack, cack, doo, you know, so.
Brilliant, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I've got the notoriety came from the AC/DC, which really took sale, which is the dum, 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 Be-doon, ba-wow, no, dum, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, pa-doom, 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 dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, be-doon, ba-wow, no, and, you know, my girlfriend's like, most people sing the lyrics.
That's true.
Okay? I
Staring
can
out the
scat
window.
Amos Moses by Jerry Reed.
Oh,
please.
yeah.
Let's hear it.
Please.
on that note, we have to go. Thanks for joining us.
Hunting alligator down in the swamp.
Either way, I'm getting a brother. So. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think her parents like me though, because apparently when you meet someone's mother, you're not supposed to hug her and go, "Oh yeah."
What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing.
Yeah. Right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was
Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, "What the hell is this for?" She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, "Just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years."
Oh, that was a beautiful thing.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Central Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom.
When people make noise when they're on the radio.
Oh, Mr. Packet Man.
Sugar pack. Packet Man, making noise all alone over here.
Packet Man.
Packet Man.
Reminds me, I need to add some.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We have lost control.
Coming up, Peter Frampton will be our guest. Coming up tomorrow, Bill Burr will be our guest. Really looking forward to that.
There he goes.
Got a couple of road trips planned.
Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to be going to beautiful West Virginia.
Wow.
We're going to Cincinnati. I'm working on another big trip. It's going to be very exciting. It's top
all
secret.
by yourself, right?
Vegas?
Vegas, like you would go.
Vegas.
Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Oh, Jamaica. No.
I love Jamaica.
Really?
Yeah.
Always
what about the Bahamas? Let's go back to the Bahamas to see the pigs.
I don't. If you're going to the Bahamas,
why don't we go and see some nice women?
Hang on a second. I owe you one of these.
They won't talk to us.
I love the Bahamas. I've been there many times, and I'm a big fan. But if you're going to the Bahamas, don't waste your money to go see the swimming pigs.
Yeah,
Are there any of our hotels we used to stay at? Are they still there? Or they rebuild them?
Some of
In
them.
the Bahamas?
Yeah.
Yes, the one is.
I will stay at Atlantis, or I'll stay nowhere.
Well, good. Then you can stay here and run the board. Ace will come. The point is, we have some road trips coming up. Right now, we're, in theory, grabbing more sporting news. What have you got over there?
Wait, Chick, they've all gone on a big trip and you've stayed and run.
Oh yeah, that's how
you were not invited.
I was not. I was specifically not invited.
What?
Absolutely.
Would you say that you sat there and stewed, or you were sad? Were you more angry or sad?
It was right at the beginning.
What are you talking about?
And I was still excited to be a part of this show.
Ah,
yes,
behind,
those halcyon days. I didn't know that Christy complains when she travels, and I didn't know that Tom doesn't turn off being a dick, and even when he's off.
Hey, in Christy's defense,
How would you know? You never come out of your room when you
in
travel.
Christy's defense,
Yes, go
she
ahead.
doesn't need to be traveling to complain.
That's true. I agree.
And Christy makes a good point. Doesn't matter where we go. You're in your room anyway watching TV, which you could do at home with a TV that.
Yeah, but there's
you
something
like
exotic about an out-of-town TV. Wouldn't you agree?
Great hotel TV.
Hey, by the way, a chick is not always in his room. If there's a lazy river within 50 miles.
No. That's another bone I have to pick with you people. I used to enjoy lazy rivers.
What happened?
I love and we talked about and then
they're full of.
You specifically, Josh Arnold, it's full of urine. I didn't even think of that.
It is mostly a pee stream, but you can still enjoy it.
With my ass hanging in urine, I don't think so. Although that does sound.
Don't you pee in a lazy river?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Well, think about everybody else pees in the lazy river.
Well, I think other people are nicer than me. They're more thoughtful, considerate.
Speaking of lazy, could we get back to the sportscast?
Always the shot, Mr. Glib. Okay, this has to stop.
What?
All right? You're going to see what the problem is, okay? Right off the bat. David Rush has a new goal.
Oh, this isn't even a completed record?
He's trying to break the Guinness World Record for holding the most concurrent Guinness World Record titles by the end of the year. Well, he better hurry.
Well, no, it's still February. He's got plenty of time.
No, this isn't right. There was some guy that, because we looked it up when you kept shooting your mouth off. Does he have the most records? And it was 800 some records.
Yeah, no, but this is at the same time the most concurrent world records. That he's the current holder of the record. That's some guy who's had some dumb record for 15 different times.
Oh, I see. All right, so how many does he have to complete this year?
He recently claimed his 161st title after tackling the Guinness World Record for the furthest soccer header into a target.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, wow.
Target store.
Brought to you by CTE.
No, not the Target store.
CTE. It's a soccer ball, not a medicine ball.
Yeah,
no.
He has to eat soup through a straw.
They're now saying that that's a really bad thing for high school kids.
He beat the previous record of 49.5 feet with a header of 52.5 feet. According to Dave, he's now in the number 2 spot, surpassing prolific record breaker Ashrita Furman.
Yeah, you got to get that R in there. Ashrita.
Oh.
This is my first time broadcasting.
You wouldn't want to accidentally say Ashita.
That'd be a great name, though, wouldn't it?
Ashrita Furman.
What a beautiful baby. We named him Ashita.
Because when I pushed it out, it felt like...
All right.
Big sheep.
I said, is that a baby or a sheet?
Ashrita Furman. You did what?
That does happen occasionally.
It does happen.
You're calling them Furmans. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
Feels like a bomb.
So this header is what, his 161st record? All right. And then he's got to do
most records. Sylvia Saba, 182.
He's close.
He's close.
He's got the rest of the year to get, what is it? What's the math here? 19? I don't have the numbers.
I don't know.
He can get it done. You go, David Rush.
You know what he'll say. Well, Chick didn't have the numbers.
One of the records, he's going to get his family going, who are you? He's a very busy man, you see, getting those world records. You have another world record that's also just awesome.
Why, yes, I do, Tom. Thank you very much. Stupid world.
I love this.
Boy, oh boy. You know what I like about this show? It's live and spontaneous, Pat. That's what I like about it.
It is always like that.
An Oregon woman has broken the Guinness World Record for the largest tongue circumference. Female.
So all the way around.
All the way around the world.
Well, I got to get a look at this, Brad.
Ms. Jenny Duvender was confirmed as the title holder with a tongue that measures 5.21 inches around.
So it really shouldn't be the longest. It should be the widest, right?
He said.
He didn't say.
He didn't say longest.
Said world record for the largest tongue circumference.
Circumference.
Okay, I see. Okay, good.
But there could be a lot of people. How many people know the circumference of their tongue?
Yeah, this is weird.
I mean.
Well, they measure it. She talks about it.
Okay, but what I'm saying is.
But there could be
a lot of people could be walking around with a lot bigger tongue.
Well, yeah, there's an argument for that.
That is
there
disgusting.
she is there, yeah. It's not particularly sexy.
No. Kind of looks like a.
It looks like she's got a ball in her mouth.
Right? Yeah, it looks like a meatball.
It doesn't look like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah, it does have sort of that line in the center that makes it look like the tip of
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, yeah,
It's supposed to, ma'am.
That's not a tongue in her mouth.
Ma'am, it's supposed to go in the other way.
What'd you do? Bite that off?
Where's that poor guy?
This is like the porn parody of Alien.
Is there a guy standing behind her? What the hell's going on here?
She has a reverse tracheotomy.
Oh, dear God. Well, keep reading it. I think we have to find out about what this means.
You know, ma'am, there's a dick coming out of your mouth.
And by the way, would you be interested in a shit affirming? Anything at all? Okay. To measure the circumference of her tongue, Jenny says a doctor wrapped dental floss around it and then measured the length of the floss.
All right. Well, that's one way to do it.
Jenny, who has
Use
been
a
able
tape measure.
to flex her tongue for as long as she can remember.
Or at least until it ejaculates.
All right. It's a tongue, for God's sake.
Doesn't look like a tongue.
No, it doesn't look like a
It does
tongue.
not look like a tongue.
She realized she had this unique trait when she was a teenager.
Oh, Lord.
She also says she can flip her tongue upside down and touch her tongue to her nose.
It's about to get worse.
She also said, I play the flute.
Apparently, you also eat it.
Eat it.
Eat the flute?
Yeah,
And a strong tongue is pretty useful for playing fast notes.
Oh.
When you articulate a note on a flute, she says, they actually call it tonguing.
I can also work my husband's testicles like a punching bag at a gym.
She's very popular in the roller derby circuit, I
He
understand.
seems very, very pleased. Indeed.
So that's biggest tongue, not longest. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's...
You.
Girthiest tongue. That'd be a better.
You're the one that would cause all of this confusion if there is confusion.
Sorry. The headline said longest, but the text of the article said largest, so maybe that was a typo.
I'm not allowed to see actual publications. They keep me in a box when I'm not on the air.
You're only seeing what's given you.
They feed me.
That's right.
That's exactly
That is
right.
a very unfortunate photograph, though.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Now, is that the conclusion of our sports broadcast? We're going to review some of the highlights.
Did you?
We learned
Should I?
something. Yeah,
What did we learn?
Well, I think in the world of baseball, we learned something today that's very important.
You mean Shohei Ohtani?
Show him what?
Hit a home run yesterday.
Congratulations, Shohei.
Do you think it works?
And no one said anything at all about on any of my sports informational shows that on TV. They didn't say anything at all about the see-through uniforms in Major League Baseball yesterday. I didn't hear a word about it.
Do you think they've been told not to?
I don't think so. I think there's still a problem, but I don't know how you fix something like that other than give everybody new uniforms.
Yeah.
Does Fanatics advertise on those shows?
Oh, I think that's a good, and I would say the answer to that is yes.
Yeah, the new uniforms look cheap, and they're see-through, and the players hate them. So you got that going for you.
Yes,
Do you think the players would have a say in what they wear?
Didn't you say the Players Association is getting?
That's what a union is for, isn't it? The working conditions.
Yeah, I read an article that said that some of the players were digging through. They were in the locker room looking for last year's pants.
Well, don't they get to take them home?
Oh, I don't know about that. Well, what if you get traded during the offseason?
Well, the pants are the same color in every team, aren't they? White?
I don't.
Not necessarily. Different piping.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of those cool socks with the stirrups?
Stirrups.
I think they're very functional for that. For
is
baseball.
that still?
What is the functionality of them?
To keep the foot and the calf well
from separating?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So, do you have like a dress version of those?
Especially exhilarating game of baseball. Would you want your foot flying off into center field?
No, nobody does.
Thank God the stirrups are there. I say.
What is the reason for those other than decorative?
They keep your socks from slipping. They would slip off.
But no, also, is it still a fad that the players wear their pants all the way down to the top of their shoes? Because they didn't.
Yeah,
you don't see the stirrups that often anymore.
No, you don't.
Unless it's a throwback.
Right,
but are they there?
I honestly don't know. I haven't.
Maybe they just wear tube socks now.
Maybe they just wear leopard base layers.
What's he saying? I don't know.
Because they like.
Why don't we call don't we have a staff
we
baseball
do.
guy?
We do.
Call
We can
and
find
ask?
out. I'm just curious. What is the origin of those stirrup socks, other than just design?
I don't know. I really don't remember.
Because they don't seem to have any practical.
I didn't deal much with uniform, so.
Did Rawlings make uniforms?
Yes. Yeah. Then I don't know that they were ever the official uniforms, but they definitely made uniforms for little league teams and stuff like that.
See. Well, in that case, I can conclude with the following.
This is what you farted for.
Isn't it one of the Ace Venturas? Ace says, I can see your balls. Yeah. Maybe we'll have
According
get
to the
that.
internet and the
Yes.
history of baseball socks.
And everything. If we can't trust the internet, what can
Stirrups started as a way to prevent injuries while preserving baseball players' comfort. Modern stirrups continue that tradition. While they provide extra support for your ankles and balls of your feet, they're not bulky or hard to move in. In fact, many baseball players call them the most comfortable socks.
What kind of freak has balls on his feet?
I know, that's what I thought.
Have you ever worn them?
No.
Like playing youth sports or whatever? They are comfortable.
I have worn a shirt that snaps on by your taint.
Yeah.
That always stays tucked in.
Tight and tucked in.
Really? Is that a thing now?
Well,
I think it was a thing then. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a. I know ladies still wear it.
It's like a onesie?
Mm-hmm.
Just a shirt, and so it doesn't come untucked.
Right.
Well, isn't that something?
Well,
You've never seen that?
Do the little snaps?
They snap right down there, too, and it's not comfortable, let me tell you.
Well, it's a thing you get used to. And
So in an urgent situation, you have to reach down there, de-snap, and then
You can move aside.
take out the monster.
What the hell are you talking about? You just move it aside.
Also, if I
You
need
have to
help
undo it.
snapping my shirt, all the other fellows come over and help me.
Here's another.
that is nice.
A long time ago, color dyes were unsafe and stirrups were worn over white sanitary socks to isolate the player's skin from the dye.
Sanitaries. I remember
The
those.
practice
too.
remained as a tradition, but in the 90s, some players started wearing their pants down to their ankles, and it became a popular option. So it's not as. But do they still do that? I still
That's
see
what I
stirrup
that's what I
socks.
asked. I hardly ever see stirrup socks anymore. I don't think.
You could do a quiz thing where you show NBA players and college basketball players and where their shorts are and try to pick the year.
Oh,
yeah. Remember the Fab Five, and they started with the big, as Jalen Rose said, the big drawers. We went to double X.
And they used to call them nut hoggers.
Larry Bird and
The
Kevin
short
McHale.
ones, yeah.
The
I
nut
think
huggers.
we were all traumatized when we saw Larry Bird and pair of nut huggers.
I saw the Nut Huggers open for Foreigner, I think it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
By the way, you can vote for them in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame if you're a fan. And you can also vote for our buddy Peter Frampton.
Which we encourage you to do. Yes.
And you just go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and you can vote for, what is it, 7 different
Up to 7
artists?
every day. You can do it daily. So
Cool.
get
We're
up
going to
there.
talk with Mr. Frampton, see what's going on. He's got a tour coming up. He's doing well. He's got a couple of health issues, but he's dealing with them, and things are going great. He's got his dog, Bigsby.
That's his butler. I told you that.
No,
Bigsby's the butler.
Bigsby thinks he's a butler. Bigsy's not clear on the fact that he's a dog, like most dogs.
All right.
They don't really know what's happening in their lives because they're. What's coming up in the world of news, Christy Lee?
Well, we have to get to our little neck brace on the grasshopper. We have an incident with an alligator and a golf cart. I didn't know if that was really a sports story, but I kept it.
This sounds like the neck brace on a grasshopper sounds like it's in Portland or San Francisco.
Nope.
Yeah.
We have to help
you're
the
not correct.
grasshoppers.
No, you're
Chick,
wrong.
didn't you once come across a grasshopper who could talk?
As a matter of fact, I think I did.
What did he say?
He walked into a bar, and I forget the joke.
Well, if I remember correctly, you were sitting in
that's
the
right.
grasshopper walk, and you looked at me and you said, they have a drink named after you. And the grasshopper said, oh, they have a drink named Irving?
See?
Not the grasshopper, you
Not
see.
the grasshopper.
Yeah.
Hell of a story.
Creamed him in.
Wow, that was really a nice audio death. Really. We just witnessed.
How do I get saddled with that?
My fault.
The story about this grasshopper, this is a very special South American, I believe it's a Peruvian
grasshopper.
And it's really cool looking.
With
and
weak necks.
Well, they saved this little grasshopper. It's a sweet little story.
We'll get to that.
Saving a grasshopper, the money that was spent on this thing.
I think it took like one Q-tip and some Scotch tape.
All right,
Jiminy
good
Cricket.
story.
Just step on it and move on.
It's a fun story.
When you wish it.
Really?
Yes.
Jiminy Cricket. You're going to crush him today.
Yep, I sure
Sorry,
am.
kids.
He wore a hat.
Mr. Cricket is okay.
He did have I had a hat.
Also coming up, we have Eggos in the news. We have a noisy fish and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just scroll down to the bottom of the
Doug Stanhope is with us. Let's see, we've established a few things. Doug is a single man, but he's living with a woman in
sin.
Her name is Bingo.
Her nickname, yeah.
They live in, is it Bisbee?
Christy felt the need to. You know, this is, I got a great bingo story, but I like her. She's got a really
careful,
conservative side of our family that listens to your show, and I have a great story, and I can't tell it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, she's very nice. We have met Bingo. She's very nice.
Yes, she's very nice.
And
we did a charity poker event in Miami last week.
This is the card game.
Yeah, with porn stars and me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you hear poker.
Doug's naked a lot. Did I mention that?
You hear poker.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Those days are over. Yeah.
Okay.
I bloated up when I quit smoking. I just,
It got all achy.
Yeah, I get all bloated and fat, and I try not to be naked as much as possible. I'm sure Chick can feel me on this one.
Oh, yeah, I feel you, brother.
Anyway, the only point of my story is if you're gonna have a threesome in a sleazy Best Western in Miami with a giant pile of stepped-on blow with Ginger Lynn, do it in 1983. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about last weekend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Didn't work out well.
She's nearing 50.
Hey, wait a
Things I
minute.
should have done as a kid. Why did I finally do this now?
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Brian Johnson, first, the lead singer of AC/DC. For those of you who never heard of him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time tonight, right? Hey, matey, we're going to roast up Sean and give him a nice concert for a good hour and a half, and he can like it. Yeah. He goes.
sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing hokey pokey. Goes, I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club and he's doing a benefit. And so some of the guys from AC/DC and Deep Purple and all this just. And Brian Johnson goes up on stage and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to bring you out. And like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come and he come and get you and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage and I get engulfed in the show. Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow. They're playing Shoot to Thrill. Get the plate. The floor is rocking. Next song. Back in black. Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. Third song, it's silent for like an hour, for about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong, I'm playing house bells. Place is ready to riot, and the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells. All right. I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching them like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is going to go up.
Oh, my God.
Ears hit. All of a sudden, there's 30 people.
Oh, come on, Barry. Go on, get him. Go on, grab him. Give me that straw.
I mean, they didn't ship it in a big tanker?
No.
You're thinking of gasoline.
Yes, gasoline goes in big tankers.
I've seen one filled with fat. It said, this fat is not edible. It's used for something else.
Non-potable fat.
Tanker. Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
Oh, God.
Somebody once put a sign on my back that said, this fat is not edible. It is just used for other uses. Is that what you wanted, chick?
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately, I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom.
Hey, Mr. Burr.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I've said this a lot over the years in connection with this radio broadcast. I've never meant it more, though. I truly do apologize for what's going on here this morning.
Do you know?
I don't know. So much has gone wrong. I can't isolate it to one incident.
Well, let's get a quick story. Then we have a song coming up from Pat. What have you got over there, Christy Lee?
Veterinarians at the Houston Zoo created a tiny little neck brace to save an injured grasshopper. The zoo created the device after one of its Peruvian jumping sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Recently,
Stop right there. Have you seen a Peruvian jumping stick?
I've seen insects like that.
It looks like a stick.
Yeah.
Sure. It doesn't look like a it doesn't look like a grasshopper.
Remember finding walking sticks as a kid?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It's like a stick.
Man, that was awesome.
Well,
really
first you
cool.
go, oh, my God, that's alive.
Yeah.
Right.
It's always
so
such
cool.
a joy to find those.
I know, and they were rare, too. It was like
And
a
then
Snap them in
day.
half.
Snap them right in half.
This is an exotic little critter, and they saved it.
Yeah, the stick-
look, a Peruvian jumping stick.
Oh. The stick-like bug had a crease around its neck area that caused its head to flop back. Entomologists worked with the zoo's veterinary team to create a miniature neck brace that provided temporary support for the insect while its exoskeleton hardened.
I love the word exoskeleton.
Yeah.
It does sound superhero-ish.
That'd be a good name for a band. Exoskeleton. Band.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
But this little critter...
The neck brace was crafted, by the way, from a sterile Q-tip and secured to the grasshopper's body with some soft microspore tape.
This little guy looks like...
There he is. Look at that.
Yeah, see? It looks like Teddy Kennedy going to Mary Jo's funeral. He's got the little neck brace. He's on his way. He's got a...
that has to be embarrassing.
He's got a case in court. He's going to go in front of the judge with his little neck all tied up.
A case of Newports.
If he could look, or if he could talk, he would... fellas,
Really?
I'd rather be dead than wear this.
My head will straighten out on its own. My exoskeleton will grow back.
Good for him.
The bullies who broke my neck before are really going to break it this time.
Right.
So he's going to file a tiny little lawsuit.
He was
with a tiny little walking stick lawyer.
He recovered within days and is now able to move about normally.
Well, that's good.
Congratulations.
What's the difference between a walking stick and a jumping stick?
Love this joke.
One walks and one jumps.
This is a Peruvian critter. I'm assuming that it He flies around, jumps around. I don't know. But it's just an amazing-looking little guy. Well, congratulations to the Houston Zoo. Some good news out there. That's fun and happy.
Yeah.
Now, Pat, you had a little tune yesterday. We were talking about this a few minutes ago. The Major League Baseball uniforms are apparently more or less see-through, and the players are not happy with the pants.
Not at all.
They look ridiculous.
And this was a huge money thing with Nike and Fanatics, the manufacturing company Fanatics, and they're trying to keep it out there, and I guess the players have gone to their union, and they look cheap. That's the big. They look chintzy.
Yeah, when you can see the outline of their shirt through the pants. I mean,
but also
on.
the logos.
That's just
the lettering rather is like ironed on. It's not stitched on. And Josh had the best thing. It looks like they were made by
Temu.
Yeah, it's got that cheesy
garbage site that
steals your information from China. Yeah.
In any event,
go ahead, people, do it.
Well, thank goodness they have long-tailed shirts tucked into their pants, because if they didn't, you could see
wangs and
butt cracks, all kinds of stuff.
Look at that. Wangapalooza. Hello. Look at that guy.
Are those his
hell?
Are those his balls?
Yes. Yeah, those are his testicles, all right.
Well, no wonder he can face 100-mile-an-hour pitches.
What the hell?
Yikes.
Okay, so
I like it.
Pat, you have a song about this?
I can see clearly now your pubic hair. I can see clear through to your batting balls. Silly. Gone are the uniforms that hid your stuff. I can see the catcher has the batter's junk in his face. Oh, I can see through your pants up on the mound. And I can see a hairy ass swinging at home plate. I can tell what religion the shortstop is. I can tell you right now, there's a huge dick on first base. Yeah,
thank you very much.
Yeah, that was something.
A little bit of reggae. We certainly enjoyed
Well,
that.
maybe attendance will go up. You never know.
I don't think that's going to help.
More bachelorette parties. At the,
Yeah.
the
Hey, ladies, you can save some money and go.
We got a special baseball edition of this show coming up down the road. We'll tell you about that. But right now, we return to the news desk with Christy Lee.
A pair of Floridians had a close encounter with an alligator. Video captured by Ms. Denise Pruse shows the reptile walking in between houses toward a sidewalk path.
Yes, I am Miss Pruse.
The alligator then lunges for and snaps at two people who drive by on a golf cart.
And by the way, I'd like to thank the videographer for not maybe saying something to the people. Hey, there's an alligator here.
The residents managed to swerve off the path to avoid getting bitten. The gator then continues to walk to the nearby pond.
It's pretty scary. But you're just cruising around, all of a sudden a gator jumps up at your golf cart.
It's in Florida, man. That happens. It's a lot.
Well, people on golf carts are what alligators refer to as fast food.
It's a food truck. Hey!
But I mean, if you're in Florida, a lot of
presume every body of water has an alligator in it.
But yeah, I've never seen one kind of jump up like that. Yikes.
Probably just instinctual thing coming at it.
Yeah.
I only have anecdotal research to rely on. I never really lived in Florida. I don't know if, alligators or anything like that.
I used to see them on Lake Down all the time.
Oh, really?
Lake Down.
Lake Down.
Where's Lake Down located?
Not too far from Disney World.
Disney World. There's a center part of the state.
My brother lived there. And
that's interesting.
Had a house on the water there.
That's very sounds nice. Very
Take
nice.
out his sunfish, do a little sailing, and then after seeing a bunch of gators, I never dangled my legs over the side of the boat again.
Right. Right.
A little scary, frankly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one day his redneck neighbor hauled in a gator with his he was fishing and he hauls in this gator and he goes, I ain't letting him keep my lure.
Up against the wall, redneck neighbor.
And he reaches down, he's trying to
get the little out of the gator's mouth?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. And
was he successful?
No, the gator did one of these flying tail swinging things and ripped the guy's line.
I don't blame the guy. Some of those lures can be like $4.
Yeah. This thing snapped at him and then
I made money.
Hauled ass. Seriously.
What's your hand worth?
Yeah, man. That was in Central Florida, actually.
Yeah.
Central Florida.
Yes, near Orlando and Kissimmee.
all that is.
Oh, we're going for a world record here. Huh?
Now, Josh, are you familiar with that area?
All two.
Because you can get on I-4.
I-4 is right there.
Yeah, you'd head up by Sanford, then keep going toward Daytona Beach. And,
yeah.
You'll go right through where I used to live.
Where's that?
Deland.
Oh, Deland. Why do they call it Deland, Tom?
It's not too far from DC.
Is that right?
It's gonna be.
Hey, we still get the drum.
Man,
the rim shot.
What a great telling of a story.
You see this video. It's pretty scary. You don't think it's scary? An alligator jumping up. What if it grabbed the lady's leg?
Well, she would have probably lost it.
Yeah, that's just out in the afternoon in Florida trying to enjoy yourself. Yeah, well, Zelda lost her leg yesterday. Okay.
Do they yell? They go,
4. No, I don't know.
Hey! You talk about a hazard while playing golf.
No joke.
Now, when we come back, we have some exciting stuff going on in the world, including a...
food news.
And a word we can't really say.
Yep.
The name of a gigantic event, but it has a word that is not airable on the American radio waves. Or the Canadian, as far as I know. We'll find out what that is when we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on...
Okay. Well, we were talking about
That's wonderful.
You fly all over the place. You work a lot with the comedian Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
So and you guys are always flying, but you're famous on this show for your discussion of flying.
Wow. I know a lot of comedians do the stuff about airline jokes about everything from flying, and so this was just my experience. Was that I started to notice some of the pilots. There were those who didn't say anything to you really. They would just say, "Hey, how you doing?" But then I had noticed the ones who love to talk and point out things and give you a little tour in the sky. And,
Sure.
And I always thought those were guys who were frustrated radio guys. They wanted to be on radio. There's your captain here in the cockpit, and they always sound so cool. So he always, first of all, he has to tell you he's in the cockpit. Like, where else is he going to be? Yeah, we know. We know. No, in the can right now. Just wanted to say hi. So if you guys don't form a line while I'm in here, please. So he's in the cockpit. Okay. And then they always tell you how many feet we're going up. I never understood why they had to share that with all of us. That's great. We're going up to 36,000 feet. You know what? I'm just a passenger. I'm not writing this stuff down. What did he say? 36,000 or 33,000? Because I need to know. Do you? Yeah. Right. And I want to know what the gauge says because this is, I can't see it. I mean, I need to know. So, he's given us all this information. We really don't need, as passengers, all I know is, 36,000, 40,000. Just go high. That's all I really. Go above the trees and the mountains and clear that stuff. And I'm good.
Happy.
Yeah. Have a couple of drinks and. But then some of these guys I've noticed also will keep going. They're the ones who like to point out everything. For those of you sitting on the left side of the plane, if you look out your window, there's a cloud shaped like a duck.
Wow.
What? Oh, good. I'm glad he woke me up for that because, and of course those people on the right side of the plane, they never get to see anything sometimes, right? They'll point out stuff. If you're on the left side, you can see the Grand Canyon. And if you're on the right side, you can look at the people looking at the Grand Canyon on the left side of the plane.
Fascinating.
So I just noticed those guys. So I started taking notes about what they would say, and it was just unbelievable. And then the funniest, or I guess it's not funny, is when a plane goes down. Of course, they would look for the flight recorder, and I was always like, and they always thought, I always wondered, like, what do they expect to hear on this thing? The pilot's not cool enough to just explain what's happening, is he? Is he just gonna? Oh. just hit a mountain. My fault. I was pointing out something to the people and clipped the wing and
there you go.
Anyway, I know I sound cool right now, but I've just evacuated like you wouldn't believe. So I just want to apologize to everybody for spinning out of control. I just want to thank all our passengers for flying with us. We realized you had a choice in airlines, and well, you picked the wrong one. We're going right down.
We're going down.
We're going down. You know, you're not going to get that.
No,
you know, you're just
free drinks.
Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Free drink. Don't, just hurry. Free drink. The cart should be flying around. Just reach up and grab something. Man, I don't know. I figured I guess when they find the thing, all they really hear is one big, screaming.
Yeah, screaming.
Curse. One big curse word all the way down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm sure, if I was on the plane going down, my last word would be, my wife would be going, she'd be saying, I love you, and I'd be going, sorry, honey, I'm going to have to curse with the pilot right now. I won't be saying I love you right now.
Jeff Roth Band.
Okay.
So he's working with a funeral director, and they're late one night, and a local guy named Stanley Smith had just died. And he's there on the table in front of him, and they're just amazed at this guy's certain body part.
Oh.
It's incredible. It's astounding, actually. It's bigger than any porno stars you've ever seen.
Wow.
So between the two of them, they decide this has to be saved for posterity. So they remove the body part. And who would know, right?
Right.
So they remove it and they stick it in this great big glass jar with formaldehyde. Well, the bass player decides he's going to take it home and show his wife. So he takes it home and he sets it on the table. He says, honey, come in here. You got to see this thing that I just brought back from the funeral home.
Yeah.
So she comes in and she takes one look at the jar and she goes, oh, my gosh. Stanley Smith is dead?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see why people flock to the airwaves to hear the fabulous show.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
It's time for Oliver's Cliff Notes Hits of the 70s. This week, Timothy by the Boys from May 1971. Now here's your host, Oliver Lang.
Okay, let's see. Lyrics are kind of hard to understand here. I'm just reading them off the album cover. 3 guys are trapped in a mine. Let's see, Joe was looking at Tim. Oh, what the f***? They ate him! Oh, my God! Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
This has been Oliver's Cliff Notes Hits of the 70s.
Okay. Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
That's a
it's
heavy
heavy.
job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
Hey, this is Frank Kelly.
Tomorrow's Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yep.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Hey. There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Coming up, a special edition of Sexy Time with Alli Breen. Try to help you with your love life. But right now, we turn to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News
Christy,
Desk.
if I may, we were talking earlier about fake testicles.
Yes.
We've been kind of on and off this topic for a week or so.
Yeah.
And this is a bit of a warning to those of you out there from Mr. Klein. He says he lost a testicle. He was playing slow-pitch softball and dove headfirst into a base. He felt some discomfort, but ignored it. 3 days later, he says, I had a sack like a bowling bag. Went to the ER. They determined I had tore my testicle in half. And it was full of infection. It was a great day to be alive, he says.
Wow.
So,
did he get a fake one put in when he had it removed?
You know, he doesn't go on to say that whether or not he did, but...
did we get a price? You were going to look up a price point on the fake?
I think that's a nice warning. If you have a little discomfort, maybe get it looked at.
Wait, was he safe when he slid?
That is a very good question, and he also doesn't say.
Because if he wasn't, what was the point?
Right. Otherwise, worth it, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, wow, that has to hurt. Did he get a cleat in the groin? What happened?
No, he went into the base, so he either maybe landed wrong and tore it, or as he was sliding,
dragging
it ripped.
across the room.
Okay.
That's rough.
All right.
Apparently, across all facilities, the average cash price for insertion of testicular prosthesis is $7,412.
Yeah, but that includes your get ready and your insertion.
Right.
And yeah,
sure.
What's the MSRP on that? Yeah, I'd be very curious as to the number of gents who, for whatever reason, have to have one taken out. How many of them get the fake one put in? For aesthetic reasons, I guess.
For some reason, in my head, I always thought they were, like, nudicles were a hard, like, thing, like a big marble.
I think they try to make them as realistic as possible.
It says here they're filled, and I don't know if this is the brand, it just says testicular implants are filled with saline placed inside the scrotum, soft to the touch, to provide a realistic look and feel.
Okay.
Performed as an outpatient and can be done with minimal anesthesia.
But you have to need it, right? They're not going to add a third one just for vanity purposes.
You know, you'd have to find, I bet there's a doctor out there that'll do it, but you probably don't want to go.
In America or Mexico?
Yeah, you'll have to travel.
Is anyone that insane that they'd want to go in and head, doc, listen, I really want a third testicle?
I bet, yeah.
Are you really asking that in this day and age?
Yeah, there's some
Come on.
lunatic. There's probably a website, for God's sake.
Yeah, probably.
Testicles now.
Hi, I'm Steve Triball. That's my real name, too, don't you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's move on. We have Christy Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
Well, we have a story that everyone's talking about around here this morning. Wendy's is looking to introduce dynamic surge pricing at restaurants.
Surge pricing?
During a conference call earlier this month, Wendy's CEO Kirk Tanner said the burger chain will start testing surge pricing as early as next year.
You might
Some
want to
of
make
us
that
have heard this summer.
Interim CEO.
The move would mean that menu items would fluctuate in price throughout the day based on demand.
This will not work.
It's like surge pricing when you Uber, like during drive times.
That's different.
2
This
in
is the
morning.
first I'm hearing about this. This will go the way of charging more for middle seats in a movie theater. Remember when we had that news story, and then after like 2 weeks of online backlash, they went, "Okay, we're not going to do that anymore."
Well, I'm sorry, sir. The Baconator's gone up $3 because there's so many drunks tonight.
Yeah, that's the idea.
People are not going to put up
Yeah,
with that.
keep driving and go to Taco Bell.
Wouldn't at the register they have a set thing?
It would be
They
computerized.
computerize it, change it any minute.
That's that would.
It's easy to
if
do.
it works, everyone will be doing it. I'll tell you, but I don't think it'll work.
So it could change while you're in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In theory, I suppose.
Hey, the guy ahead of me got his Baconator for $1 less than I got mine.
No, I'm sorry, surge pricing.
Yep.
You're just under the wire.
This is really wild.
That's odd.
I mean, I get the prices are up and stuff, but
I like the Wendy's burgers. You know, they never cut corners.
They sure don't.
See, they're square burgers, everybody.
I think that deserved
like premium beef.
That deserved a possible applause break.
Okay.
Wendy's never cuts corners. I don't get a little.
We
something
laughed.
out of that.
We laughed.
It's not hearty enough.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
But boy, that is. Why not just, and I don't know anything about the cost analysis, but why not just raise the price a nickel on every item? And would anybody even really notice?
No.
Besides Ace?
Now, let me ask you this. Have they test marketed this somewhere?
I don't think so. Not according to what Christy said.
I don't think so. I don't know.
I just don't think people are going to be happy with this.
I don't think you should have announced it.
And are they well, then will they have to have, if you go to the drive-thru, is it going to be like, are the prices going to have to be changed
on the board?
On the board.
Yeah, probably.
So they'd have to have some kind of.
Is there something I'm missing here that they have to tell us they're doing this? Because if I ran Wendy's, I'd say, let's keep this on the down low.
That's what I
but
just said, yeah.
Josh is right. Some guy's going to go, wait a minute, my Baconator was a buck more than the guy in front of me.
Right, and some 17-year-old might have to deal with an angry customer. It's like, I don't
Alsman,
know.
you've nailed it. I really feel bad for the staff now.
Right.
Like, they are going to be... They're going to get screamed
They're
at
like,
for a
I don't
policy they
care.
have nothing to do with.
And they'll walk out. So there you go.
And is the surge based on, like, for example, with Uber, it might surge based on the end of a football game
Sure,
or
exactly.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
It would surge during dinner time.
It'll
It
be
probably
purely
surge-
sales-based.
Would it be like the lunch crowd, or would it be, hey,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of drunks here?
So theoretically, at 2:30 p.m., your Baconator is going to be cheaper than at 5.
Exactly.
Man.
Or maybe happy hour, and then they'll just like. Or are happy hours legal in the state we're
They
sitting in right now?
They just put a law
That's
in to
what I
change
thought.
that.
It
Yes.
depends what state you're in.
Yeah, it depends.
Some
That's what
states
I
you're not allowed to discount liquor. If you do, you have to do it for the full 24 hours.
I know you haven't had this experience because you don't go through drive-thrus, but you know the only drive-thru I am very loyal to is the Arby's, and I went to Arby's recently.
You used to work at Arby's?
Used to work at
What
Arby's.
did you say?
Welcome to Arby's. May I take your order, please?
Feels like an Arby's
Gone.
kind of night.
They have the automated computer lady. I think her name was Tori or something. I can't remember.
I am
No.
Tori.
She was very pleasant, but it was so bizarre because you're talking basically to a computer
The whole time?
Yes.
Wow.
And
You're
you know,
thinking that just took your job.
Yes. I asked the lady when I got to the window, I said, so how do you like your, and I don't know if her name was Tori. How do you like Tori? She
Yeah.
goes, well, you'll never meet her. And I go, yeah.
Yeah, the Dairy Queen I go to the drive-thru, and the drive-thru is this voiceover. I know the guy.
Yes,
And then you get up
but
there, and it's some lady.
Usually they will start with that voiceover, but then the real person will come on. That's how it's usually been. This is totally computer.
Well, I think that's going to be the future, but I don't think.
Do you know what happened at White Castle now?
What?
Yesterday I took Jimmy, and there's 2 women out there. There are 2 people out there like Chick-fil-A. They have it all opened up.
Really?
The drive-through window's gone right here.
The one over here,
wow.
the new one? Did they just reopen?
Brand new.
That's a smart move.
That is a smart
The
move.
good thing about the automated drive-thrus is that the manager can't bang them in the walk-in.
Once again, Josh goes down vulgar road.
Well, it happens.
Or,
He's not wrong.
You know, you can make sure the walk-in has that big disc you can push so you don't get locked in there.
Yeah, I hated those things.
You know, last bang in Clarksville, whatever.
I don't get the impression that...
The last bang in Clarksville.
I don't get the impression that 16 and 17-year-olds have fun at those jobs like we...
I had a great
Didn't you have
time.
a blast
Yes.
working
I
those
loved
minimum
it.
age gigs? They were...
I loved working at a restaurant.
I loved
they were
working at
they were
Arby's.
so fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
all my friends worked there from school.
exactly.
Did you ever tilt your head upside down underneath the ice cream machine and just inject it into your face?
I had no idea what a Jamocha shake was till I started working there.
I don't know when the last time I walked into one of those places and people were laughing and like...
They're miserable.
Yeah, they don't look happy.
That's because they're being taken away from their phones.
I mean, maybe. That can have something to do with it.
Oh, I'm totally serious. I wish I'd been sitting in the meeting when the CEO said, let's take the worst part of Uber that pisses people off the most and apply it to our cheeseburgers.
Well, and the other thing about that, well, I'm not going to complain.
You know what? We'll have to see.
Are they going to charge me now? Are they going to start charging me when I throw up in the restaurant and I have to clean it up? Is that just like Uber?
Yeah.
Jiminy
But I think
Christmas.
Wendy's has a great product, and you know, like I said,
Love it.
they don't cut corners.
Double down on it.
Hey,
My God, you keep going,
you see, the burgers are square, Josh. They
Just
don't
keeps
cut
getting
corners,
funnier.
and I get nothing.
The man perseveres.
You got to hand it to him. Right?
You know my favorite Wendy's. You know
what
was when I worked back in Deland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
wait a minute. What was the name of this city?
It was called Deland. Alsman, you ever been to Florida?
Deland.
Yeah, I
You
have.
get an I-4 by Kissimmee, start going north like you're heading to Daytona Beach.
Oh, I-4, sure. Yeah.
You know, and then I lived in Deland for a while.
Where's that?
North of Sanford. Deland? The question is, what are they called? Deland?
Oh, why do they call it Deland?
Just near to sea.
Oh.
Google. How do you tie Danoose?
Take a good length of rope.
Well, Wendy's is a fine
product.
Delicious.
Yeah, so we'll have to see if this works.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't cut corners.
They have square.
And again with the drum.
Why don't they make the buns square? See, that would be a newsworthy.
the buns were
They kind of are. They don't.
Are the buns not square?
They sort of are.
They're not as square as the.
They fit perfectly.
I think I'm having a butterfly effect over here. And does Mandela work at one? Wait a minute. No, that's not right.
Sorry.
Now I want a hamburger.
Okay, now we're coming up. We're going to have a special edition of Sexy Time.
Oh, no, that's McDonald's. Hamburger.
Right now, we're talking about the sonic beauty of great headphones.
That's right. What are
and
you talking
earbuds.
about? That's right.
Tell me more, Chick McGee.
Raycon Everyday Earbuds with the optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. And, oh, yes, Raycons and their earbuds fit every ear ever made, and they actually stay in your ears. What a concept, whether you're going for a run, walking the dog, dancing to your favorite tunes. And Raycons are 8 hours of playtime fun and 32 hours of battery life. And more importantly, you get amazing quality audio at about half the price of other premium audio brands. And Raycons also have awesome features like noise isolation and 3 customizable sound profiles. And Raycons have over tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. Go ahead, look it up. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 15% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Score 15% off and free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Raycon, known for their quality. They don't cut corners, just like Wendy's. We're coming right back with Sexy Time with Alli, Breen.
All right.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Some like bud, some like Schlitz, but for me,
The Venice Beach, though, that's the real people watching plays.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Guys with like snakes on their shoulders, like living in their mom's basement.
That's the parade of weirdos?
Parade
Oh, yeah.
of weirdos.
Oh, man, just a parade of delusion, just this boardwalk where the only thing stronger than the smell of weed is the smell of horrible business ideas put into action. It's amazing what people have dedicated their lives to selling. Like one guy, he's like 40 years old. He had his posters, cash box, little booth, selling magic sticks for $10.
Magic sticks?
Magic sticks. Pieces of wood glued to polished rocks.
Really?
I know. Surprisingly, not a huge line in front of his booth.
Really?
You shouldn't be allowed to sell something that stupid. Like maybe for one day, just so the government can videotape it and then show that footage to junior high kids across the country as part of like a Scared Straight anti-drug program. You know, you want to try acid? Yeah, look at Magic Stick guys. Is that where you want to end up? 25 years?
Yeah.
But that guy, it really is crazy. I wanted to, with my 4-year-old, you know, I got my son Kyler, I wanted to go up to his booth when I saw him and just maybe like buy a magic stick and be like, oh man, I can't wait to use this, be really happy, and then take off. And then show up like a half an hour later really distraught and just kind of out of it without my son. And maybe take like a little lizard out of my pocket and set it down right in front of me. Shh, it's okay, sweetie. And then take a gun out of another pocket, put it right to his head and be like, I want my kid back, Warlock. Give me my son back.
Wow, that is a good magic stick.
It really is.
Yeah, that'd blow what little is left of his mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to actually walk, if I could do anything, walk up to him in an actual wizard suit, like a Hollywood wizard costume. And then be like, you know not what you dally with there, sorcerer. Leave these realms for a real wizard. Point like a wand at him and be like, Electrico. And then right when I say that, a friend I had sneak up behind him earlier tasers him from behind.
There's a monkey here riding a dog.
Yes, there is.
Hi. And the monkey's name is...
Where's the camera?
Dawn? Okay, Dawn the monkey.
Dawn the monkey and Dan the dog, right?
And the dog's name is Dan.
Right, Dan.
And the doggy has a little saddle.
Oh, look at that.
And the monkey's riding around our studio.
At first glance, it doesn't appear as though the monkey has any control over where the dog goes.
Clear. Is the monkey steering?
I don't think the monkey is steering.
He's got reins.
He does have reins.
Can I put my hand out? Will the monkey bite my finger? Or?
Don't you dare spit in my pop, monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
look at that little guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God, she's drinking from James's glass.
James, I hope that's not a Jaeger bomb, James.
No, this is the White Russian, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't care who you are. That's cracking the door.
She wants the chocolate. He had hot chocolate. She's trying to get the chocolate.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you anything sweet, she'll like anything sweet.
Thank you for clarifying.
That really, she likes that.
Did you see that?
And you want me to tell you something? This has never been done. I've never, ever turned her loose. I mean, I've always.
Mess.
Oh, you know
the first time I've ever turned her loose.
Because she has the strength of 10
Well, it's not that. You know, I just a little, she's relaxed and
We could tell.
you know.
Yeah. Did you see what
In a
she
minute,
did,
she's
though?
going to be drunk.
Did you see what she did? She stuck her head in there, couldn't get the chocolate. Now she's using her hand to get down to the bottom.
Dipping
of
it out.
And licking her hand out.
Yeah.
She's no idiot.
Well, thanks for asking.
James, do you have a smoke? She might want one of those next.
Yeah, we'll need smoke, definitely.
As if this could get any better. If the monkey would smoke a cigarette.
Light one up.
Wow. Do they have a pre? How would I word this
Race,
delicately?
performance?
If they're going to. If they're going to defecate, do you know, or do they just like let it rip?
Yeah, and they come over and ring a bell, and because
I got squelched about her playing with herself. But on defecation, how does that work?
How does that work? Okay,
I think she's going back over to see Chris.
Might have to go.
Oh yeah, okay.
Please leave a monkey turd over there.
If you could you please defecate on his keyboard?
Turn my headphones off.
Please,
that would top the show, wouldn't it?
Just a little one.
Just a little baby rabbit.
Have you got food over there, Tom?
Would you like? No, I've got iced tea.
Oh yeah, well she.
Hi, how are you, sweetie? You are just the cutest little thing. Don't walk on my.
We do have a banana if we want to bring it in.
My headphones just went off. Oh God.
Bring a banana in. See if she'll eat it.
Oh yeah, she'll eat a banana.
She'll eat a banana. She'll eat the hell out of a banana.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
She's like a monkey on a football.
Late at night too. You know, you're not supposed to eat late at night, and then again, you're not supposed to drink booze in the morning.
We have also a Matt Fulcher on here. Matt, I know you're a rap fan.
Right.
Do you curse a lot in your?
Well, you know, on the radio they take out all the curse words, which means they take out all the words. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure, for the rap songs.
Yeah.
Sure.
Turn on the hip hop station. It's like, I'm gonna you up so bad, gonna in the to your mother. Man, and after that, I'm going to your mother, sister, going to not even going to kiss her. something like that.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We have a special early presentation of one of the, hopefully at some point, award-winning segments of our show.
Yeah, people get up early. They have love trouble, too.
Yes.
And any excuse to look at the gorgeous Alli Breen.
Here we go.
Hi, guys.
That's right, Grandpa.
Alli.
It's a girl.
Hi, Alli.
Alli,
Hi.
where are you? Is that a
I'm
mirror?
in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a nautical mirror theme, and it's like a Phantom of the Opera thing going on because there's a sliding glass door on this side, and darkness on this side.
Huh.
Now, where in Florida are you, may I ask?
So I'm actually in Ocala. The people who are staying at our Airbnb are buying it. So we're looking
good for you.
for another place. Yeah. So we're looking for another place, and Ocala is becoming like a horseback riding staple in Florida. So I'm here looking at places.
Where is Ocala in relation to I-4?
Here we go.
Be careful, everybody. And
No idea.
remember, this will be over before you know it, so stand by.
Are you near Orlando?
Yeah, it's like an hour and 15 minutes from Orlando.
Which direction?
Inland. So it's like central.
I see. Okay.
Inland and north.
Oh, it's really right there in the swamp.
Wow. Yeah, so you could.
Oh yeah.
So do you go through Sanford to get there when you're at the airport?
I don't think so.
Sanford.
I don't really know though. I put my GPS on and just follow it blindly. I don't know where I'm going through.
I see. Okay, because if you go through Sanford, you might want to keep going north. They'll get to where I used to live, Deland, Florida.
Oh boy.
Check it out. Tom's birth. Is that your birthplace?
No.
No, he worked there.
Oh.
I worked there.
Deland, that's a weird name. Why'd they call it that?
Yeah.
Because it's near DC.
Thank you.
Hey!
You are welcome to hang up, Allie. Shaking her head.
Larry the Cable Guy used to live in Sanford.
Yeah, I did.
But this is a show called Sexy Time. Allie, if you want to write Allie, it's ALLIBREEN on your favorite social media platform. What kind of love trouble do we have, Allie?
Dear Allie, my parents got divorced when I was in college. They're now dating other people and they seem pretty happy. I recently had lunch with my mom and she said that dad had been cheating on her but would never admit it. I didn't realize that's what happened. And she said, well, he was often missing Viagra pills and would lie about it. I was the one stealing the pills. I was in way too much shock to say anything. So what should I do?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Horrible.
It actually is your fault that they got divorced.
Wow, that's awful.
You got to tell your mom. Well, boy.
No, I think the damage is done. Is that going to do any good?
Yeah, you're right.
Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, if you're Catholic, go to confession. You've got like 6 sins right off the bat.
Sure.
Maybe tell your dad so your dad can tell your mom, look, I gave them to my
That
kid.
wouldn't work at all.
No.
She already doesn't doubt. Or
Odds are they would have gotten divorced anyway.
You kind of think so.
Well, that's true.
Well, you can't make that. You can't make that leap.
Well, to sleep at night, you could certainly.
Oh wait, what if you just got some more Viagra and put them back? Is it too late?
Yeah, just hide them around the house. That's what they were here the whole time.
They were here the whole time.
Wow, that is brutal.
Oh
that's a wild story.
I mean, and it could be any. You don't fool with anybody's prescriptions for anything.
No.
Right.
That's a wild story, man.
Wow.
I also feel bad for the girls he was having sex with in college. Kids, when they're that age on Viagra, they'll have sex for like 5 hours, I think. That's why they take it.
Right.
So no win for everybody.
Yeah, I wish this. I wish this was. I always often say this, like Dear Abby, where they always have the name, and then you'd be running Dear Size Queen Whore.
This one would be.
So she's making all her boyfriends take Viagra
Yeah, no joke. That's
in
weird.
college. Wow.
Maybe she was taking it. We don't know.
Well, I thought that there's no evidence that works, is there?
There's not evidence that it doesn't. There's
Okay.
some women,
I think that
some women do take it.
Okay, well.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was going to say there's evidence for young guys because if they drink a lot, then they offset their drinking with Viagra. Isn't that the case?
I don't know. Been a long
Counters
time.
the whiskey D.
Maybe.
Yep.
It's D Whiskey.
Oh.
She does the news on our local NPR affiliate. I'm sorry. Let's get to our next letter. That's an awful.
That one made me sad.
Yeah, that's
I
rough.
know. That one's crazy.
That is crazy.
Okay. Dear Allie, my girlfriend open door poops and wants to talk to me the entire time she's using the toilet.
God.
When I try to close the door, she says, no, but I miss you.
Oh.
I think she thinks she's being cute, but it is definitely not cute. What should I do?
Right now.
That's gross.
Move out.
Shut the door and
That is
walk
gross.
away. Ignore her.
It's
No.
not just the it's not just the sitting down. It's the I miss you.
Yeah.
There's a problem there.
She's a
That's
narcissistic.
alarming.
It's going to get a lot worse.
Yeah.
And narcissistic.
Are you allowed to work? Like how?
Yeah.
I miss you. Where are you going 8 hours a day?
Oh my gosh.
No, nurse, you don't have to hand me the scalpel. Zelda's here.
Here's what you do. You get some about 7 or 8 yards of Visqueen and some quicklime. A couple of shovels and a pick. Now.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's no good.
Well,
That is really. Oof.
if there's ever been a candidate for a woman who would say yes to a Blumpkin, it's this woman.
Oh.
She has
What
no-
about open door peeing? Where do you guys stand on open door peeing?
Well, that's okay because your back is to the.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
Well, not for a guy, for a girl. If a girl sits down and open door pees in front of you.
Oh, that's hot. I mean,
I like the sound.
Oh wow.
I like the sound of the hiss.
yeah, I
No.
that is
Shut
as
the
much of a
door.
problem. Yeah, shut the. I agree.
Shut the door.
Okay, but let's move
Yeah.
on. Alli Breen can be reached once again. ALLIBREEN. She's a comedian and a real estate mogul, apparently.
So no one here, odds are one of us is an open door dumper. all
I
the
am
time.
at home alone. Yeah.
Wait, odds?
No, that's
There's
not
odds
the-
on
no,
this? Like it's a 1 in 5?
What if you have a house guest? It's still open door.
No.
Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes, Josh.
Here's what I mean by that side.
All right.
If they're downstairs, which is where like the living room and the
a palatial two-story.
I go upstairs to the primary bathroom, which only I use.
Right.
I keep the door open.
Like
Yes.
if you're in a bedroom bathroom,
Yes. Now,
so you can shut the bedroom
Can
door
these women,
too.
do you have it wired so the women in the pit can hear you?
Yes. I want them to know that.
And they hear you yelling at
That
your
That's
anus?
right. You don't just use a bucket like they have to.
I want them to know that Alpha Daddy, which is what I make them call me, is healthy and happy. So.
Okay. Next.
Dear Allie, on road trips, my boyfriend wants to get frisky and he wants me to give him road, you know what. Or he'll sometimes just reach over and grab a boob or just put his hand down my pants.
Oh, God.
It is the least sexy and most uncomfortable, awkward thing ever.
I'll learn to
But
take
when
a
I say
compliment.
no-
Sounds like a fun trip.
So, what district does he represent in Congress?
So is he wanting
What a
hand?
this
road
is
hand?
ridiculous.
No.
this guy's. They're gonna write up the accident, and in the report it's gonna be, well, the male member was found in the
That's the world
decedent's.
according to Garp.
She's going to garp him? Yeah.
no.
Oh, the old garping.
God,
Yeah.
that'd be an embarrassing
Or remember
death.
in Parenthood, Mary Steenburgen does that to Steve Martin?
Why don't you tell him, honey? What happened?
There's actually there's a famous I don't know where you find it now. It's probably on the internet. They used to, I guess they still do. They would publish all the reports of plane crashes.
Mm-hmm.
Remember this one? There was a famous one in Nevada in which.
Oh, that's in Depression Monthly, right?
Yeah. The woman had
Yeah.
when they separated the deceased. There was a member missing from the fellow. Yeah, probably why he drove flew into the mountain. You see.
Oh.
Once again, he had that not so
my
rare
God.
occasion of coming and going at the same time. Now let's move on.
Well, you just got to tell him you hate it or you don't want that. Yeah. So there you
Yes.
Yeah, well, actually, and she goes on to add, she says, when I say no, he says I'm no fun, but is this actually even fun for guys? It seems like it's more fun in theory. So is it actually, does it feel good for guys? Or is it just a theoretical, guess what happened?
Wait a minute.
I have a question.
say something.
No. I have a question for Allie. Are you stupid?
They're guys, Allie.
Well,
it feels
it
good.
actually-
The stress of driving while that's happening, doesn't that play into some form
Yes, of course.
It- it-
not enjoying it?
It does affect your drive.
Yes. Yeah.
course.
Because
there we
my
go.
foot goes down to the gas.
Exactly. You either go 89 or 22. It's never you can't find 55 and stick there.
Yeah, you need cruise control for
There
that.
needs to be a compromise and only do it on special occasions. You know what I mean? But if you're doing it all the time, it's not even special or fun.
You know what you should tell him the next time he tries to do something like this? Just go, I already did this yesterday with my Uber driver.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll.
That is actually how they should advertise self-driving cars. All of those settings should be specifically for this.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's move on. I think we've done some good here.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend and I travel a lot, so we are in an open relationship. Meaning when we're home, we're together, and when we're away, anything hoes, but I think she meant anything goes.
No. Anything goes.
Anything goes.
One rule is we don't share our extracurricular activities with each other. So I started getting sick a lot over the last few weeks, and we found out I'm pregnant. He is ecstatic, but I'm a little worried it might not be his. My mom says, do not tell him anything. What do you think?
Well, I mean,
my mom says, do not tell him anything.
He knows,
Thanks, Mama.
He knows the situation, so I would think he would be a little bit.
No,
He's
that's
kind of dumb.
This is why you always more or less date people that look similar.
Yes.
Okay? And then
That is a
act
good rule of
incredibly
thumb.
insulted if they want a DNA test.
Yeah.
This girl should ask for a DNA test if her mom's telling her don't say anything.
I think I'm a little
That would
more.
raise some questions.
I'm a little more upset that she talks about this kind of stuff with her mom. Oh, hey, by the way, I'm in this relationship, but I'm having sex on the road all the time.
And I got knocked up, and it ain't Daryl's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What does one need for a proper DNA test? Could she somehow stealthily get the appropriate amount of saliva or whatever she needs?
A hair from a hairbrush.
Can you, let me ask you this, can you get it from the male seed, I would assume?
That's where DNA is. Yeah.
So couldn't she...
But how would you take it to the doctor, Tom?
After the fact.
No, I mean, could she, quite literally deposit it in a baggie of some sort.
Pregnant.
No.
Wait, can you do that before you have the baby? You can DNA test?
No.
Tom, you can, but here's the thing.
Are you saying she should find out if it's his before?
She can get all the info she needs from a drinking glass. I mean, you can.
But is it that simple?
Yes.
Then can she?
But the DNA would have to come from the baby somehow.
Can they get it from the amniotic fluid or whatever? Do they?
Absolutely.
Do they go in there and take that out as a matter of routine or no? I guess
Depends
they
on
don't.
your age.
They probably.
I think you just need a really long needle and one of those good lights that you wear on your baseball.
So she could do it at home.
No.
She doesn't have the equipment to.
The home amnio sample kit.
No.
That's right.
You know what? Just wait till the baby comes out, judge what it looks like, kind of what Chick said, and then worry about it. You know what I mean?
No.
You know what? Maybe the guy's just ecstatic no matter whether it's his or not.
Yeah, just have a baby and enjoy life.
I think we can all extrapolate into various.
And maybe you've learned a lesson.
Scenarios where this could be rather evident.
Yes, where does she travel?
Just walk out into traffic.
Barely you were in Thailand.
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
Honey, how long ago were you in Botswana?
There are certain morphological characteristics that even a simpleton can delineate.
You would think if you were having sex with other people on the road that a condom would be involved.
I would have thought that. That finishing the we'll call it the insider.
Yeah,
that would have been off limits.
Exactly.
Right, pull-in prayer, just pull out in general. Like, why would you?
You still wear a condom no matter what? You don't know what these people are like.
Some women trap you. Know, they pin you down and they say, "I'm gonna rob you of your essence."
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
I want to have your baby.
I think more likely the guy tricked her and was like, I'm totally safe. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Alli Breen is our guest. You'll find her ALLIBREEN on your favorite social media platform. You can weigh in with Sexy Time. We have time for at least one more letter. Alli, what have you got?
Dear Alli, me and my hubby got married, and his brother was my best man, and my sister was my maid of honor. Those two hooked up that night, and after that, he pretty much ghosted her. Now my sister won't talk to either of us because she still is upset that we do stuff with him socially. I told her that has nothing to do with us. He's family, but she says we're taking his side. What should I do?
Ignore her.
Yep.
Yeah.
She'll get over it.
Yeah.
It sucks, but she's being unreasonable here.
Yeah, it's none of your guys' business. Like, just happen to be his family. You can't cut him out because.
Well,
he
next time you get married, don't have an open bar.
And no one would go.
That's true.
Well, then they wouldn't get in trouble.
I'd go if her sister will be there.
Nancy Roundheels.
He thinks everyone knows what that means.
I know, it's cute.
I think the literate among you are aware that Roundheels during a certain heroic era of the American democracy,
30s,
the round-heeled ladies during World War II were helping out those GIs as they headed overseas.
Giving it up to the troops, if you will.
Yeah, thank you very
Heroes.
much. Okay, Alli, I rescind my saying that was the last one. This is the last one. What else have you got?
This one's quick. Dear Alli, help. I'm in love with a guy who lives in a storage unit. That's it.
Okay.
You know what? Those are pretty fancy nowadays. People are turning them into like small homes.
Yeah, I know.
Unless it's actually.
No, you're talking about storage containers. That's a whole
so he
different
actually lives
thing.
like in the storage unit,
can't
but
live
the garage
in a
door?
storage unit.
He's a murderer.
No, he's.
Yeah,
sounds cool as hell, man.
I have a storage unit, and that's one of the big things in the contract in all caps. You cannot live in your storage unit.
Well, I mean, let's,
Can you tell me what to do? This America.
There's about 10 reasons to get out of this relationship.
10. I would say the number one is he lives in a storage unit.
Yeah.
Well, Christy had a better storage unit than I had. My storage unit in LA used to say you cannot pee in the storage unit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we finally had to put that in the contract.
Exactly.
Please don't piss in it.
You can live there, you just can't pee there. Okay,
I got
it.
piss in number 38.
What does the guy do? Does he?
What, really? Maybe, is he saving up for that big house somewhere? I mean.
Well, can you imagine
imagine
or he's just a bum.
if you were on an episode of Storage Wars and they opened it up and there was a guy in there
reading the paper,
yeah,
watching sports.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, God, he's an open door dumper.
Oh, boy. Well, you know how to mow lawns? I don't know. What am I going to do with him?
You don't know. He might have saved up for years for the storage unit. You don't know.
Now it's like living in a gated community.
Here we
In a way, you're right.
Yes.
Very safe.
Technically, yeah.
Real dark though. There are no windows. It's.
Oh, I
Do
tell you what.
they have electrical outlets inside those?
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, they
do?
have lights inside them.
Some of them are climate controlled.
I guess you would
Well,
have to
yeah.
get one of those.
Oh, wow.
So
bulbs
wow,
and
it's
stuff.
like almost like having a double wide. You got the climate controlled storage unit.
Now,
I
now
say
you
if it's
can charge everything during the day.
if
You
it's
can
climate
charge your
controlled,
lights.
date them. If not, get out.
There you go.
There's a level of storage unit liver.
Sure. Yeah, this guy's obviously taken on the world and lost at every turn.
Or he's figured it out.
Give him a break.
That's right.
Or
Yeah.
maybe he's pocketing all that money.
$300 a month, by God.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there won't be an open bar at the wedding.
Just might be some cans of beer. Yeah.
Okay, well,
All right,
Allie,
well.
good luck in Ocala.
Thank you.
So you're looking for a new place to flip?
Probably to Airbnb again, and to be able to come down and ride a little bit. So like a combination.
Cool.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, thanks.
Yeah, and if I happen to be able to flip it, why not?
Are you working on the stage this weekend?
Yep, I'm back in New York. I will be at Sheba's Speakeasy Friday night, and I think I'm at New York Comedy on Saturday.
All right, yeah, this is the stand-up
Somewhere in the
stage, Tom.
Yeah, make it clear.
Right.
I'm sorry. Okay, thanks, Allie.
It is the stand-up stage.
Always a pleasure.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Allie.
Well, we helped a little bit, I think, there.
That's incredibly optimistic.
Okay. You know what's delicious right now?
What?
Cheese.
Cheese.
You know it's delicious anytime.
Cheese.
Gardner's Wisconsin cheese and sausage.
Cheese.
They have the famous squeaky cheese curds that you have heard about. Some of you have even tried and loved. They're made fresh in the morning, most often delivered to your doorstep in only about 48 hours. And if my math is correct, that's only 2 days.
Yeah, very good.
And that's nationwide. Gardner's also has that amazing oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. Grill it, skillet, air fry it. This will be great to serve up during the upcoming college basketball tournament. You know the one I'm talking about. Games to snack on. Oh, I interrupted my own sentence. You can experience all their flavors with the oven-baked bundle package. They have original, they have Italian, they have jalapeno, cheddar. They are all terrific. Get the package, try them all, find your favorite. Why not try a little bit of everything that they have with the Bob and Tom sampler package? They have the 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. We'll call that the Josh because it's my favorite. They have bacon oven-baked cheese. We'll call that the Tom because he enjoys bacon and such. Buffalo wing cheese we'll call the Ace because he likes the spicy things. Teriyaki meat sticks we'll call the Pat Godwin because he dated a lot of women named Kim. And that
It's teriyaki.
Garlic summer sausage we'll call the Chick because... Well,
I like that summer sausage.
Do I have to tell? And whatever else is in there, we'll call the Christie because she is a sweet woman. Now, go to.
Wow, that analogy really fell off the tracks about Nick's metaphors here about, I don't know, 5 words in.
That's very kind of you. I was going to say before it even started.
I liked it.
Regardless, go to GardnersWisconsinCheese.com/Bob and Tom. Try them out. You'll see the difference. I know I did, and this is for real. I took a bite of Gardner's Wisconsin cheese. And I went, oh, I have been doing cheese wrong my whole life. This is where it's at. Cheese, always a great idea, especially now, because you can receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com/Bob and Tom. That's GardnersWisconsinCheese.com/Bob and Tom.
Oh, delicious. Thank you very much, Gardeners. Now, we are going to be hanging out, doing some stuff. We're going to talk to Peter Frampton pretty soon. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is...
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
More increase his salary if we're going to get him to do it right. Art, I know one of your favorite words is yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
You've heard and seen the Say Yes to Michigan commercials, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, there's a billboard in Indiana. In fact, there are a lot of them. An Indiana billboard company has launched a war between the states by erecting a billboard that says, "Shut up, Art."
Yes. Oh.
No, it says, "Say no to Michigan."
I see.
It says, "Say no to Michigan. Wander Indiana first." Michigan tourism officials are taking the slogan war in stride, but some Michigan residents are not amused. They've even complained to the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. Travel officials in Indiana say they have nothing to do with the billboard. On the other hand, they're not terribly upset about it either. Josephine Hickman, president of the Hoosier Outdoor Advertising Company, admits her billboard design pokes fun at Michigan, but she says there are Say Yes to Michigan signs posted all over northern Indiana, and Hoosiers' feelings are hurt.
Hey, we're a fun place. What can we say?
Elsewhere in the news, Governor Milliken has signed a major supplemental spending bill containing more than $260 million.
For JML News, I'm Art Beshore. No, you're Tom Gerswold.
Thank you.
I'm glad I'm not. Smarties News is brought to you by Auto Glass Specialist in Gaylord, Cadillac, and Iron Mountain. For fast, professional Petoskey, it's partly sunny, and 64 JML News time is 7:57.
Tuesday morning, everybody. Well, Tom, one thing I want to say is, first of all, your dick is bigger than this microphone. Well, is it my turn to talk? Because yours is smaller than this cigarette. So we'll just go from there. Thank you. Got to get some news, Art, so I have to cut short. I got to go in the air in 5 minutes here. Oh, Jackie O. Miss Universe swimsuit competition. Oh, I love her.
Swimsuit?
Suit.
Right. Okay. We had fun on the air here today. Tom is from beautiful Cleveburg.
No, Shaker Heights, Ohio. Tom Griswold recently worked in Florida radio, also worked in Petoskey radio right across the way at McDonald Broadcasting. Had a great time and really learned my stuff there.
Thanks for the staff, Trish, by the way.
Hi to the folks in Daytona Beach. Get a sunburn from
Real Girls, and each copy of Real Girls on Video Going features a group of loser drunk guys going. That's right. You get Real Girls on Video Going and loser drunk guys going. And hey, act now and you'll receive at half price Real Girls on Video Going. That's Real Girls on Video Going. And the bonus tape, Real Girls on Video Going, and the Drunk Loser guys going. But wait, order now, and Frigolol Video will throw in Real Girls on Video Going, and that's Real Girls on Video Going, Real Girls on Video Going, and Real Girls on Video Going, and all complete with loser drunk guys going. Order now.
Hi, this is Mike McRae, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Tom Simmons is our guest. I understand you've been to Afghanistan, I assume, on one of the USO-type tours.
The Comics on Duty.
Okay, good for you.
Afghanistan is desolate, man. Everything is dirt. Every building, every structure is like dirt. We don't need satellite-guided bombs. We just should drop water balloons.
That'll muddy you.
Wow. Turn that place into mud and farmland, and it'll be great.
Have you run this strategic idea by the people at the Pentagon?
Yeah, it'd save us a lot of money.
This is positively
launching a massive hydro attack. That's what we're going to do. And,
all of these fire bombs are merely drawing it out.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest. But I prefer mobile food myself. I mean, I prefer food that's had to make it in the world just like I have. I mean, if I'm going to eat food, I prefer food that doesn't come from the ground. You know, because vegetables, you know, they suck the nutrients from the mud. Would you eat mud? No. Then why eat the middleman? You know, God made animals slow enough to catch. He obviously intended for us to eat them. Besides that, what's the fun in hunting a vegetable? Any moron can sneak up with a carrot. Some of that stuff's not even food. Celery, that's not food. That's like dental floss trapped inside of carbohydrates. I was reading about celery. There's 4 calories in a stick of celery. 4. Takes your body 6 calories to process. A stalk of celery. You could kill yourself eating celery. That's not food. That's slow suicide.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16. And it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom.
Right
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Like today's show, award-winning. We were helping a lot of people.
Oh,
I think so.
Helping people with their love life.
Pat, I think one of these Alli Breen segments, we should have you answer everyone first. We don't hear enough from you.
Yeah, you never
That'd be a great
speak
idea.
up.
Well, a lot going on. I just try to let you go.
No, I know, but you have a lot of experience in romance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think and sometimes it's the failures that are the
Many
most
successes.
Yes.
We
2
learn
months.
from
I
our
went 7
failures.
months one time with the relationship.
You went 7 months?
Make it a year someday. Yeah.
Pat knows how to be loved and knows how to love.
I'm a lover.
Yeah.
I'm a giver. My doctor says I'm a carrier, but I disagree.
What is your longest relationship at?
7 years.
Oh, that's good.
Very good.
That's right.
I don't need no piece of paper.
No piece of paper from the city hall.
Tell me to do.
Dear Bob and Tom, you may need to check with your sound engineer. There appears to be a problem with the broadcast today.
Yeah?
The Deland to Sea bit is on a loop. And a couple of running gag updates. This is from Clayton. Josh's mom would have no problem paying the surge prices at Wendy's because she is rich.
Oh, Clayton, I see the misunderstanding here. She's actually married to a man named Rich.
Oh,
he's rich. No.
Clayton also said
He's
that
rich by definition.
that he saw Josh and I in the produce section of a local grocery store talking to a woman over the weekend.
Yeah, I needed some potatoes.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, how'd the conversation go?
Well, I picked up a couple large russets, one in each hand.
Yeah, one in each hand. You looked at her.
There was a woman next to me, and
I mumbled under my breath, "Don't do this," but he went ahead.
And I said, I got this. And I looked at her and I said, you know, ma'am, these potatoes here, they remind me of my testicles. And she said, oh, my, they're that large? And I said, no, this dirty.
That reminds me, coming up this weekend, Mr. Jeff Oskey and Mr. Greg Hahn and Mr. Dave Dunn at the Ritz.
I had to clear my throat.
Turn your mic off, okay?
You know what? I'm not feeling it.
Okay. Where was I? This Saturday. It's the Ritz in Tiffin, Ohio, with Mr. Hahn, Mr. Dyer, and Mr. Oskey.
Yeah. Please say Dyer's name, or he's going to call me and go, are they mad at me?
Yeah, you got to say it. Yeah.
I've said his name twice.
No,
yeah.
I know.
Isn't he a captain in the fire department?
He's a good man.
He's a fire department guy. He's a
brave
firefighter. Yeah, they're very good. Right now, by request from Chick McGee.
Okay, number one. Here we go. Let's count them.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
Oh, we're counting. I have a hard time trusting trees.
You do?
Yeah, they can be kind of shady.
They sure can. What else you got?
All right, right.
I know.
I don't think.
No, don't run it.
No, I think there's a palate cleansing effect one has to have. You can't let the hilarity just stack up like this.
What do you mean you can't?
Yeah, because
well, if I do
stand-up specials are nothing like this.
Yeah, yeah. There's always some break.
They come back after an hour and they give you another joke.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
I knew a detective who was actually a cannibal.
Really?
Yeah, he loved grilling people.
Oh, man.
Cosby's joke of the day. I liked
There's 2 turds. What else do you got?
Well, I think
we'll do 2 next hour.
Okay, now let's turn back to Christy Lee at the news desk. What have you got over there?
Let's take a look at this house. It looks like a giant stack of pancakes. It even features a buttery-shaped chimney and is being made available for 3-night stays in Tennessee. That's right.
Love it.
You could spend 3 nights in the Eggo House of Pancakes. Well, that's constructed by Eggo in honor of today's National Pancake Day. It's furnished with breakfast-inspired decor, including pancake-inspired beds.
He has been looking forward to playing that all morning.
And cream sheets and pillows. And I agree with Josh. There's a very fundamental problem with this. Eggos are waffles, not pancakes.
I know. They do make frozen pancakes, but come on.
Yeah.
Eggo's famous for waffles.
So you want it to be the Waffle House?
Well, they can't do that probably.
Because, see, if they built a house of waffles, it would be Waffle House, which is...
trademarked, probably.
Well, that's a different restaurant.
Yeah.
Can we also admit that this thing barely looks like pancakes?
Let's see.
Have you looked at it?
It's hardly.
Let me see.
Is it a pancake house or looks like a Waffle House?
It's a pancake.
It looks like it just has...
It looks like they took that place that has the 2 boobs, that bar down in Orlando, and put
Rachel's
syrup
or
on the
whatever?
top of it.
It looks like it's in a cool area, though.
Where is it, Christy?
Boy, that's a great question. In Tennessee.
So you can rent the place like an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. A rental cabin in the woods. It's actual pancake and waffle house. Oh, now they actually say the word waffle in this one.
That's all fun and games until the giant bears come.
Oh, yeah.
The sheets are all sticky. It better be syrup.
Well, inside's much more interesting than the outside.
It is. The inside looks cool. It's got a lot of pancake-themed deals.
And they have banana and strawberry and blueberry pillows.
Yes.
It's fun inside.
Okay, but again, it's not waffles inside, is it?
No, but Eggo does have frozen pancakes.
So this is underscoring that?
I don't know.
No, just play your game.
If you're not going to play, I have no desire to go there then.
Why would they call? Are they pancakes by Eggo, or what do they call their pancakes?
They call them Eggo buttermilk pancakes.
Okay, all right. I didn't know they.
Stay in your lane, Eggo. Waffles.
What they should do is Eggo Legos.
Eggo Legos?
Yeah, you've got a nice,
Lego, my Eggo Legos?
Yeah, you got a crispy piece of plastic in
Lord.
your pancake.
You can stack them.
I got the feeling this is never going to end.
Okay, we have coming up. We have
my breakfast.
We have a rally we can't even use the name of on the radio, and it's a big deal, and a famous American is part of it.
Sweet.
We'll see what I'm talking about when we come back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
Cool. All right, we're ready for no lights.
No lights and action. First time in cinematic history.
Let's do that one more time, and then I'll get some close-ups. Ready? Ready.
11 years of
Mr. Soprano, you're driving down the road and a song comes on. You turn it off immediately. What song was it?
Oh, shit. Give me a second on this one. Something annoying. Well, I think there's got to be a song that just pisses, that's repetitive and annoying. What is it? Baby Shark, but Baby Shark.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, a song comes on and you turn it off immediately.
Oh, the Baby Shark. I mean, it's over and over and over. It repeats itself. Creates road rage. Jesus.
A conspiracy theory that might be true.
I don't believe dinosaurs ever here. Look at the pterodactyl. I mean, if you could fly with leather wings, every hairband would have lost their lead singer during migration.
What?
It's an old joke I used to do.
No, so here's a question. Do you want to acknowledge the camera at all at any point in this video?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I looked at the No, I don't want to acknowledge the camera. I'm ready.
The rock wrestler.
Something in Atlanta.
Yeah, rock. Got the rock of Gibraltar.
What is it again? That's right. Yeah, Gibraltar. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. That's good though. That's perfect.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. When I travel through Georgia, I make sure I go to my favorite part of the state, Savannah's. You think about it. The rocks from here, the Rock of Gibraltar's, and the Rock of Ages. And the fact remains, of all the landmarks here in Savannah, my favorite hits my ears, and I listen to it every day. The Rock of Savannah, and I just forgot the damn call letters. State
I-95.
I-95. Shit. Okay, I-95.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Oh yeah, the little prick from Fantasy Island. The plane. There it is.
That's good.
It's so obscure, but
that's perfect.
I had to do something that I could go up higher.
That's right, my wheelhouse.
Caliendo said something when I rush my Tony or go high, it sounds Asian. And it does.
Hey, Donnie, if you wore a warning label, what would it say?
Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. I'll put a baby in you. My favorite part of the United States, right here in the ocean cities. There's so much to see and do, and you may not have the salt life, because if you're like me, you're diabetic.
I'll do it.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, what's the worst job you ever had?
Probably bidding your mom over. Jesus.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, Donnie, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Man, I used to do a bunch of them. I used to do Crocodile Hunter. I could do him. I could do a pretty good Fred Sanford's. I could do my cousin, but then our aunt called us.
There it is.
That was great. That was great, man. Cool.
It's okay, Graber. I took his reins away when he wasn't looking.
You're a good friend, Yoder. The Amish Brewing Company would like to remind you, if thou hast had too much to drink, thou shalt not drive. Amish Brewing Company, Napanee, Indiana.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
747 flying was it New York to Seattle, and all of the toilets on the plane stopped working. I think the funniest part is...
first of all, they've only gone 3 hours. I'm sure you can hold it for 3 hours, can't you?
You have children, don't you?
Christy, we're all full-grown adults.
Yeah?
You're Barbie size.
We're going to the bathroom every hour, every half hour, a lot.
Little Josh has had a double dose of that in-flight chili meal.
Of course.
All right. Did you hear this? First off, you can see when I take a flight. One of the fattest things I've ever Tom done. assumes I would order the chili as if that were ever an option.
However,
and he said a double dose, meaning I requested seconds.
And the
sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives?"
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the news desk. That is Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin. Yes, Pat Godwin over there in the presentation room. There's Josh Arnold.
Yes, and Mom, stop texting me.
Are you in trouble with your mom?
Yes.
Boy, they're doing the worst.
Oh, boy.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom. What's going on? Can you share?
I have 2 requests for Pat Godwin songs coming up.
Oh,
you didn't see the
Do
second.
you have a song, Tom? Or Tom, Pat?
In a minute, but let's just get to the news, then we'll get back to the song.
We weren't. What?
What?
Get back to something.
You're good.
We were doing it.
What do we got?
Okay, well, I hope we have time for the song. Caroline Kennedy, the U.S. ambassador to Australia, making news today.
How'd she get that job?
She's preparing to compete in a charity event across the Australian outback. But because it has a bad word, I think we'll have to have Tom play this because I had to record it earlier.
Okay, so the next several
Sentence.
seconds is recorded. So listen carefully. The event, here it is.
The event is known as Box Rally. That's
Is
right.
that right? Is it like crappy cars?
Yep. Well, the Australian Associated Press reports Kennedy will swap her chauffeured BMW for the driver's seat of a beat-up Ford Falcon for the drive from Adelaide to Perth in April.
Wow.
The rally, founded in 2010, raises money for cancer research. During the rally, participants pack their own tents, sleeping bags, and mattresses to camp overnight at each stop. Each 2-person team needs to raise a minimum of $3,270 to participate.
Man, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it does. Kennedy's
cool.
Ford Falcon has been nicknamed Moonshot as an homage to her father's ambition to reach the moon in the 1960s.
I wouldn't have put anything with the word shot in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a tribute to her brother. He was trying to get to the moon. Finally,
Even
fell.
worse.
Fell back down.
Once again, the name of the event is
Box Rally. It's not a race, Tom, rather a challenge to drive cars worth $2,300 across Australia via some of its most formidable roads, all in the name of charity.
And it ends in Perth. Where does it start?
It starts in Adelaide.
Sweet
Adelaide. Well, I hope she's a better driver than Uncle Ted.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
You will never forget that.
Well, I don't think the Kopechne's are forgetting it either. If he hadn't been so drunk, he would have pulled her out of the car.
The Kennedys or the Kopechne's?
Okay.
Kopechne's are far less important.
Hang on a second. Huh? What was the car, Christy Lee?
A Ford Falcon.
And it has to be less than
$2,300.
Ace? I just got this letter. You're in.
Hey, you got the window fixed yet, buddy?
Just because of bad
Working on
window.
it.
Really? Man, Ace that was the definition of a laugh you give when your boss has teased you a little bit.
I just want Ace to get the window. I've told Ace I will let him use my Suburban. He can get the car fixed. You got a guy that'll fix that in half an hour, right, Chris?
I'm telling you, every time you mention it, he pushes it back a month.
Got a guy that can do that like that.
I have a feeling I'll walk into a dealership or something and go, hey, my window fell down. It's not broken. Can you repair that? I go, Ace.
Yes,
I'll do that.
Fine mechanics all over the country go, Ace, we can replace your window. It doesn't take that much.
You're your own man, Ace.
And your window fell into the door, so it's not even broken. The glass is sitting there inside the door.
Well, we don't know. Maybe it shattered inside the door.
Wouldn't it be making noises if it had shattered?
So I just slid down.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it can be probably a 3-minute fix.
It's probably a plastic piece that broke that holds the window up.
You know, he gets a big kick out of this. You guys are way more worried about it than he is.
Isn't there like a wafting sound when you're driving down the road of the dry cleaner plastic?
It doesn't really go anywhere.
Maybe he likes it.
Do you wash your car? Can you wash your car with that on there?
Got washed last night.
You got to wash the thing.
Free car wash.
I call BS.
No, with the
talking
rain.
about the rain.
Yeah.
You got rain, Tom.
Yeah, Tom. That's what those poor people call rain.
I have a technical question. So yesterday afternoon,
Yes.
I'm approaching the door of a store.
Yes.
And
they quickly locked it? Yeah.
Oh, we're close. Ooh, that was close.
There's someone else coming, so I open the door, and I'm standing outside. I hold the door. They go in.
You didn't get a thank you.
Then they go right up to the only person working in the store and proceed to spend the next 15 minutes going through something. Now, that's bad form, is it not?
They didn't know what you were going in there for.
They were in there for a reason.
Wait a minute. What happened?
Wait a minute.
What kind of store?
What kind of store?
Were they supposed to know what sort of transaction you were going to conduct?
No, but I would have been in first had I just flipped the door open and walked in. But I was a gentleman. I opened the door, held it, and this guy walked in.
When you opened the door for that person, you sacrificed your spot.
Yes, your spot in line.
Yeah.
Putting them ahead of you in transaction. Yes.
Well, first, I shouldn't have taken them so
What kind of store was it?
Athletic shoes. Athletic shoes.
Here we go again.
I bought the kind of shoes chick hates.
Here we go.
Oh, no, not again. How many pairs of those do you own now?
A couple.
What did you need? A specific size, or did you have a question about?
There's a specific type for doing the kind of exercises that I do. And
is that right?
Yes, they're not for running. They're for.
Was there only one person working in the store?
They're for recycling.
Maybe it was a slow day. All I'm saying is the guy should have
2-liter soda bottles is what they're for.
The guy should not have. You actually let him go in front.
I didn't know you needed special shoes for running your mouth.
Oh, wait a minute. Hardy, har.
Wait a minute. Sorry.
I got the Hardy. You got a Gleason.
Oh, my God. I could have sworn I was talking to the humor in uniform on Reader's Digest. Pat.
Yes, sir.
We have been talking about baseball uniforms.
Of all the things we could forget, we remembered Pat's song. I mean, here's Pat.
We like to bust balls, don't we?
We're doing that,
now,
right?
The issue is that Major League Baseball, the uniforms, these new uniforms developed by Nike and Fanatics,
are see-through.
Are not popular with the players. They're apparently see-through. They look chintzy. The names are ironed on, not sewn on. It's kind of a controversy, but someone wrote a note here saying, Mr. Godwin, what if Derek Jeter had been wearing one of these back in the day when he wore the golden thong to get out of the slump? You remember this story?
Good luck
on the Tonight Show. Derek Jeter said that he was going through a big slump in 2002, and he was told that wearing a golden thong would get him out of the slump, and by God, he put on those golden panties, and after being 0 for 32, he hit a home run on April 29th, 2004. So he wore those shorts, and they would have stood out, would they have not, Pat?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You got a tribute to this?
Just a slump, busting gold thong, got Jeter out of a losing streak. You know it did. It's wrapped around his buttocks, stuck in his crack. It's hard for Jeets to take a leak. You know it's so hard. His teammates swear that it works. It'll get him out of that rut. Then Jeter hits a home run with that gold thong up his butt. Everybody. Just a slump, busting gold thong. Oh, that filthy thing goes on when the chips are down. Come on now. Just a slump, busting gold thong. Hose it down and send it to Cooperstown. We are done.
Okay.
I liked it when you said Coopertown. That had a certain.
Coopertown.
Yeah, hey, Coopertown had a certain.
Well, that was actually a mistake. Yeah,
I know, but I enjoyed them.
Oh, cool! I'll make a mistake
very
again.
So we've learned a lot about the uniforms. We'll see. You think they're going to get new ones, Josh? They're going to be.
I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't. It feels like it's too late, but. Who's to say? Maybe by the All-Star break they'll have. Okay.
It's the classic wrap-up the reporter on the scene. The one thing, Tom, we know is that we might not ever know. Tom, back to you.
Yeah, I can always tell by their cadence when they're about to end. Those reporters.
Sure.
Kind of they kind of do that wind-up sound.
That's right.
It lets the anchors know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lester.
Well, usually it's, and one thing we do know, I'm Joe Johnson. One thing's for sure. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Pat, we got another request for you if we get any free time here.
Okay.
But right now we're waiting to hook up with Mr. Peter Frampton. I'll urge you right now to vote for Peter on the, it's kind of like a vote for Pedro thing. Maybe we should do a T-shirt. Vote for Peter. For the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, go to their website. You can vote
Very
for
famous
Peter.
Vote for Pedro T-shirt.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we vote for Peter Frampton and see if we could get that done this year? Oh, before he's inducted into the Hall.
Oh, okay.
You only have a month.
You can make your own. Didn't he make his own at some?
Yeah, we're off. See, just like that, we forgot it.
Right now, it's time to get cozy.
Yeah,
we were talking about food earlier on the show and those delicious homemade Pop Tarts that Taylor Swift made.
Yeah.
She's apparently a great cook. But I want to remind you that maybe you're tired of your own cooking. Maybe you're tired of her cooking or his cooking. Maybe you're sick of the same restaurants. Maybe it's time to have HelloFresh help you out. HelloFresh, they do the grocery shopping. They do the measuring. You put it together sometimes very quickly. And they've got every kind of food you want. They've got several dozen recipes each week. And it's not just the recipe. They send you the food. You put it together, sometimes pop it in the oven after a few minutes, then bake, and then come back. And, hey, there you go. Voila. Gourmet quality restaurant food. What are you looking at, Christy?
Well, this is for those of you who are in a hurry. You got a lot going on. 5-minute prep, 20-minute cook. It's the sweet chili pork and cabbage stir fry. 4 easy steps and a beautiful, wonderful meal from HelloFresh.
Like I said, they've got low calorie. They've got good old-fashioned comfort food. They've got low carb, vegetarian, Pat. They've got it all at HelloFresh. And they've got something special. It's free breakfast while you keep that subscription active. Free breakfast for life. You just join HelloFresh and find out all the details. Go to HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. That's one free breakfast item per box with that active subscription, BT Show for free. HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. Once again, HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. Coming up, we're going to hook up with Mr. Peter Frampton, I'm hoping. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is...
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
And we've had a wonderful morning because we have a terrific guest in the studio. He's sitting next to Christy Lee. It's a veteran of many years with a guitar. A guy who...
I thought you were going to say bottle.
I can't, Pat, I tried.
Well,
this is why I get the reputation of being the dick in the show, but no, I'm trying to do something nice.
No, you are the dick on the show. Oh, yeah.
Who put the dick on the show?
I blamed it all on me.
See, this is... I'm
not going to say anything until I'm introduced.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's
Pat Daly is here with us.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you.
Hi, Pat.
Now, Pat, good to see you.
You do an annual residency, if you will, at Sloppy Joe's. That's the place that does the famous Hemingway lookalike contest every year.
Yeah.
And you could actually...
And you win every year,
You could certainly place in that.
They've been after me for a lot of years to do that. And now I say I'm too old. He shot himself last year.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let me play a song for you.
Okay.
Please.
Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Oh, I can't read the paper. It's too small.
Must be the martinis.
Okay. Where's that music stand?
Would you like chicks
Okay, here
readers?
we go.
You want my cheaters?
Okay, let me start over. Okay, Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Most of the South is having a drought. And Malibu's having a slide in the mud. San Francisco is having an earthquake. They say she won't last through the year. The whole country is reeling in recession, and I'm having one more beer. Oh, I'm having one more cold one till the news and the blues disappear. The world's on the brink. There's time for a drink, and I'm having one more beer.
Oh, yes.
My sister is having a breakdown. My son is having a toke. My dad is having his old emphysema, and I feel like having a smoke. My buddy is having a sexual crisis. She's smiling at me kind of queer.
Uh-oh.
My secretary is having her pregnancy test, and I'm having one more beer. I'm having one more cold one, till it all hits the wall and disappears. My wife's having fitsin' and cat's having kitsin', and I'm having one more beer. My daughter is having her nose pierced. My mom is having her butt tattooed. My brother is having an affair with my wife.
Uh-oh.
Guess who's the one getting screwed? So if you're having heart palpitations about the way things are heading around here, just give that waitress a pat and tell her that I'm having one more beer. Yeah. Geez, I'm going to have to practice that one.
I love that song.
I couldn't read my words.
That's all right.
I don't know why. I got to get them up this close now.
Stick around. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, you know, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk. Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked. Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting. Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gary.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up here pretty soon. We're going to be talking with Peter Frampton. Love it. Every day. Love it. Oh, sorry.
Man, I want to see him live right now.
Very exciting.
Well,
Me too, man.
You may be able to.
How about a daytime concert? 2 in the afternoon.
Wouldn't that be great?
That's starting to become a thing, hasn't it?
Is it a thing?
Matinees?
Oh, no. Jamie Lee Curtis, didn't we have a story? She came out and she said, why don't we start this?
Right.
Yeah, like 5 or
there
something.
Was a, we just had a daytime comedy show.
Yeah,
Sure.
Dusty Slay.
Dusty
4:30.
Slay.
4:30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a cool
that's the early birds. Early
Yeah.
bird special.
I tell you what, I was able to get my Jell-O right after the show.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I went to the new comedy club. It's called We Got a Ramp.
Through the week, it would be great if they started early.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
You
I
never
bet
know.
they would like it too, the performers.
Yeah, why not?
Extra gig.
Yeah, well, and they get done by 9.
Speaking of which, this gig will not take place in the afternoon.
Which gig?
The one with Mr. Oskey and Mr. Dave Dyer and Mr. Greg Hahn at the Tiffin, Ohio. In Tiffin, Ohio, at the Ritz this Saturday night. So how cool is that?
Something Gary Cooper putting on the Ritz. Taco. Is that his name? Taco.
Taco.
Taco. Yeah.
Oh, that was the what?
The
80s
The
version.
80s.
Okay.
Ritz hit.
Of that song. Now, coming up,
Ritz. What a stupid
Yeah,
name.
there's
for
Mr.
Hey!
Peter. I want to get right to the important stuff. How's your dog?
He's lying right here, actually. Bigsby's right here. Bigsby, come here. Come here. Come on.
And Bigsby is a black golden doodle, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Bigsby.
Good boy.
What a good boy.
See, I'm wrong. I thought Bigsby was your butler. I misread the whole thing.
Peter, is the name Bigsby from the guitar world or the amp world? What is that?
Yes. I wanted to keep it in the musical circle. So, yeah, we use my very first tremolo arm was that I got for my first Hofner guitar was a Bigsby tremolo arm. So every guitarist will know what a Bigsby is.
Yeah, it's a great name for a dog, too.
Yes.
And is your dog officially a helper animal?
Yes, he's a service dog. He's been in training over the last 2 years. He's going to graduate this year. It's a lot of stuff he has to learn, and so yeah, but he's the chillest dog you'd ever wish. You know,
if you ever do the Frampton thing in front of him, does it scare him? If you go, please hand me a bone.
You know, I have this great picture that I posted on IG that someone took at the Francois, one of our crew, took at the rehearsal hall, and it's me playing and him sitting like 10 foot in front of me, like his master's voice, you know, like the picture thing. It's great. So I could see this whole interview is going to be about my dog.
No. So now when does he sleep?
Don't mind.
So, sure. We could ask all the other dumb questions. Which song did you have to replace the guitar on? And Frampton comes alive. We know all that.
And we've got bad news for you, Peter. Both Tom and I have listened to your audiobook, Do You Feel Like I Do, since we talked to you last. And so we feel like we really know you up close and personal. So, no, it's a great book, actually.
Oh, it's
really
wonderful. And I guess the important thing, two important things. Mr. Frampton is going on tour again. Thank God. We are so happy about that. And nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, a sure winner. We've been asking people to vote every day. Go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame website. Vote for Mr. Frampton.
Thank you so much.
Obviously, well-deserved.
I think it shocked a lot of people that you weren't already in. It was like, what?
Wow. I do have a couple questions about the tour, Peter. Are you still doing the George Harrison tribute? Is that still part of your show?
We still do that at the end. Yeah, that's always the last song to say goodnight. Yeah.
And I was wondering, earlier in your career, you were a session guy, and you did a ton of stuff with George Harrison. What other artists would we know of that you were sort of secretly playing in the studio with? Anybody would?
Well, I did. I came in for one solo on John Entwistle's Whistle Rhymes album, which was his first solo record from The Who. And I ended up playing on the whole album, which was wonderful because I've always been a huge Who and John and everyone in the band fan. And then, yes, after I did work with George, that's when I got a call from Harry Nilsson.
Oh, wow.
And he was the loveliest man, I have to say. He was so sweet with me. So, and I ended up, George had told him, and he said, get Peter. So, Harry called me up, and we did the Son of Schmilson album, and I'm on the whole record. So it was so much fun. I've done tons of work with Johnny Hallyday in France too. The French Elvis.
Sure.
Rest in peace. He was again. I've worked for some lovely people. You know, some really nice artists. Not only great talent, but really nice people.
And we should point out Peter is dealing in a very positive manner with a. I guess is the word disease. I don't want to.
Yeah, it's a disease.
And can you give us the quick update? It looks like you're doing fine.
No, I'm doing great. I'm surprised how well I'm doing and thrilled at the same time, obviously, because yes, it is affecting my body, and you know my muscles in my arms and legs and hands. But it's so weird. when I sit down, I can't. Walking is a pain, obviously, but and I sit down to play now. But when I pick up a guitar, because these hands have been doing this for 60 plus years. Well, actually, 60 plus years. They know what to do. So if I got one finger left, I'll still be playing.
Yeah, Django did it with a couple missing, I think.
He only had two. So yeah.
Peter Frampton is our guest. And Peter, I heard you say sometimes you slow things down a little bit, but I believe your words were fewer notes, more soul.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Yes, hoping what comes across. But our rehearsals have been going for the last 2 weeks. Well, we're almost at the end. And it's just a joy to play guitar with these amazing musicians. And it forces me to rise to the occasion every day. And that's the same. And then I've not only got my band on tour who push me and are so supportive. I've got an audience full of very supportive people too, because most people know what I'm dealing with. And they're not, hopefully they're not coming, oh, I hope he's as good as he used to be. Well, let me tell you, I am.
Now, I know that you are, as part of your therapy for what you're dealing with, I know that you're working out a lot.
Yes.
And so when you work out, do you have music playing, and if so, who?
No, I can't. The thing with having music on while I'm doing something else like that is that I wouldn't hear my trainer, because I would be dissecting the bass drum sound on what I'm listening to. Yeah. So I can't. It's weird. And when I'm driving, I don't listen that much as I'm moving. If I stop, I listen to something. But literally, I get overcome by greatness in the music that I'm listening to, or the reverse,
Mr. Frampton is going on tour, and you're back out, I think, coming up starting Sunday night, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct. Greensboro, North Carolina.
And look for Peter out there on the road with a great band. And I saw a few years back, and you had not lost a step, although, as you pointed out, you are sitting, which is cool. Yeah. The last time I saw B.B. King, it was at one of Eric's special extravaganzas. I think it was the one in Dallas or Madison Square. I forget which one it was. And Eric brought up Mr. King, who sat down, and then Eric and the rest of the guys up front sat down as well. And, of course, it was great. And B.B. King was the master of fewer notes, more soul.
Absolutely. And we were very lucky to have him on our guitar circus. It's hard to say this in a sentence. B.B. King opened for me. That's a hard thing to even reconcile. But it was one of his last tours, and it was close to the end. But he would invite me out, and I would sit with him like Eric did, and play The Thriller's Gone every night.
Oh, my gosh.
And he was the most humble, wonderful man you'd ever wish to meet. He just, when I first, because I hadn't met him before the tour, so when I first met him and I went on the bus and I said, Mr. King, he said, oh, call me B. So I said, okay, B. And I said, would you, and I stumbled because I was nervous because he's the god of blues, and he said, Peter, he said, you tell me what you want and I'll do it for you. And I thought, oh my God, and we had the best tour. He was so much, well, he was dealing with some stuff, but it was a pleasure to be around him. Always.
Now, of course, you're playing all of your hits. I know that. I was reading an interview with Joe Walsh, and he was saying that when he plays Hotel California, he really has to focus because it's still really hard to play. Are there any of your songs, I mean this in the nicest way, where you're going, Jesus, how do I... Is there one that's like really tough to play for you?
Yes, there are. I mean, they're all, yeah. I'm trying to think of one we do right now. Actually, not so. When we do the instrumental stuff.
Sure.
Fingertips. Yeah.
That gets, Black Hole Sun is intense.
And if you haven't heard it, amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, we're not doing the ones that are one of the ones that's very difficult this tour, but we're trying to introduce yet another couple of songs that we haven't done in a while or have never done. So we're actually opening with a song that we've never played live, but it's on the Something's Happening album, and it's called Golden Goose. And it's always been one of my favorites. That album was my least... It wasn't as good as it should have been, but it did have Something's Happening and Go to the Sun on there, the original versions. But Golden Goose has always been a favorite, and it sounds amazing with the band. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, I remember we were talking with Chuck Leavell, and he was saying that when the Rolling Stones were going out, they had to relearn a bunch of their songs. They literally had a guy at the back of the hall with a CD player playing them for them. So when you wanted to recreate this song, did you literally have to go back to the record and go, let's see, how did that go again? Or had you been playing it in your head all these years?
I had to listen to the record. I mean, I pretty much knew how I played it, but I had to confirm that. There were a couple of little licks in there that I had completely forgotten. So, yeah, it's but it's also exciting to go back and listen to stuff that you've done years and years ago, and you get chills, you know, and that's a sign of a good song, I think.
Yeah, doing the stupid things that we do on this show, we'll play an old fake commercial from years ago. Our voices are on it. None of us remember doing it.
Nope.
And I would imagine you probably have a couple songs. Someone goes, I really loved your session on that. You go, I was there? You were very busy. And Peter Frampton is our guest, and Peter is, besides being one of the greatest people in rock and roll, one of the nicest. Why else would he talk to us? Peter, are you still doing a traditional sound check, or are you doing the thing where they play a previous tape and?
We start off at the beginning of a tour, probably doing 3-4 sound checks, and then by that time we've already done 3-4 shows. So we pretty much. When we leave the rehearsal hall, it's pretty much down, but everything changes when you play live. It's different, you know. So, but no, we don't like doing sound checks once we've got it down, because we want it to be the first take every night for the audience.
Yeah. Do you ever screw around and play cover songs, or screw up the lyrics to some of your classics just to keep your sanity?
Screw up the lyrics all the time.
I don't mean during the show, sir.
No, yeah, I mean, but now, of course, we got this the scrolling prompter, like you know, like a newscaster. We've all got those now. So, but that if you look away and you start to rely on the prompter, it's like. I
think your audience knows the lyrics to quite a few of the songs. They can always help. They can always help you out.
Fill it in, yeah.
One last question. Your dad was an artist, and I remember asking you once if you had any of his art. And didn't you say that you had one of his ties still? Am I getting this right? A necktie?
I have a sweater of his. That he would always wear. We tried to make him stop wearing it and wear something different, because he had loads of sweaters, but he just wanted to wear this one sweater. So that's the one I took. But when I was up for an award and I did an acceptance speech, I did say, we just lost Dad at the time, and I did say, Dad, I wore a tie. The last time I wore a tie was when I was at school, and I wore the tie. And I just spoke to him and I said, see, Dad, I wore the tie. I won.
Peter Frampton. One of the funniest things I've ever heard Peter Frampton say is his favorite Humble Pie album is the first one he wasn't on.
It is true, though. I love that album. Hey, look, I got my favorites that I was on.
I hope so. Yeah, and I always love Rockin' the Film, or one of the classics. And a bunch of versions of that. They're almost all those concerts are now available out there in the world. Well, Peter, can't wait to see you. Be sure to look for Mr. Frampton on the tour schedule, and you can vote for him.
Rockhall.com.
Tell him how is it?
Rockhall.com/vote.
Okay.
And you can do it every day.
And apologize to Bigsby. We really wanted to talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, he's sleeping right now. And I did want to say, Christy, you know, congratulations again, you know, because I did congratulate you on the marriage.
Oh,
but,
thank you.
You know, I was free at the time, so you know, I never got a call. From,
Peter, if you had any idea, kidding or not, what you've just done.
You know, it's been under a year. I think I can get divorced pretty quickly.
If I read the book carefully enough, I know the score is Christy 4, Peter 3.
Hey, I'm in there with
we can go to Vegas, do it all. You can get divorced and we can get married at the same time.
There you go.
Mr. Frampton, you remain the best,
I'm blushing.
Look forward to April 22nd, Mr. Frampton's birthday.
Yes.
That's right.
And Tom Griswold's birthday.
And Jack Nicholson, the big three. Thank you, Mr. Frampton. Thank you, Peter.
We'll see you on the road.
Always a pleasure. My
Bye.
God. Okay, so he's the world's nicest guy.
Yeah.
Boy, what a jerk, huh?
Hard to talk to.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh.
Man, he can still play.
If you'd have told me in 1976 when we were playing Frampton Comes Alive at play practice at London High School and losing our minds, and I'd be talking to him, I would not have believed you.
I'm with you.
And what kind of guy goes, well, by the way, I really loved the Humble Pie album after I quit the band. They really made a great album. The guy's amazing.
And his book's great. When he does the I Don't Need No Doctor riff, and Steve Marriott comes off the stage and comes running toward him and goes, what was that you just played? Stop. Do it again. Do it again.
And they played it for the first time that night.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Now, we have a couple things we have to get to here. One is a great thing to do this afternoon would be listen to some great Frampton. At your home.
Get some peace
of mind. Lock the doors.
That's right.
Know that no one's going to bother you because you've got Simply Safe.
You're locked down with peace of mind with Simply Safe, the design it yourself, do it yourself home security system, best home security system of 2024 by U.S. News World Report. And, you know, Simply Safe has HD cameras inside and out, advanced motion sensors, entry sensors, hazard sensors that detect fire, flooding, and much more. And Simply Safe system is set up by yourself if you'd like, but it doesn't require any special skills or tools. But if you prefer, you can get one of Simply Safe's expert technicians to come to your house and install it for you. And they have a 60-day risk-free trial. If you don't love your system, I've never heard of that, but if you don't, you can return it for a full refund. And for Bob and Tom Show listeners, order now to get 20% off any new Simply Safe system with Fast Protect monitoring just by visiting simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
And how can you get more pleasant than pleasant? Well, if you see Mr. Frampton in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, on the 16th of March, a Saturday night, Peter Frampton in concert. So thank you so much, Peter. What a cool guy. So nice to talk to him. We're coming right back. We got some history for you. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Hey, Christy.
Hey, chick.
Have you seen the banana video?
Who hasn't? Pretty proud of you. Impressive.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was just wondering what you could do with my banana.
Your banana?
Yeah.
Well.
Now the Bob and Tom Show presents Christy Lee eating a banana.
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and Way, pal. Overnight. Absolutely. Positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and Way, pal. We are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too large. And we'll get it there overnight. Norfolk and Way, pal. That's the name. We do it by train. Cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and Way, pal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had to pry his eyes open on the West Coast, but he's fine now. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and Way, pal. We are gonna do it.
Ask for us by name. Overnight by train. Norfolk and Way, pal. Norfolk, Virginia.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Right now, we've got Burt Chalice as our guest. No, you do live in
Cincinnati.
Did you drive here from?
Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon.
Sure.
And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. No rear view mirror because nothing will be behind you. Believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people. They go by and bullwhip you.
Sorry, they don't have horns.
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, those horse-drawn carriages, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found out if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
Ryan, how many lifestyle changes have you gone through?
This year, I've gone through maybe 2 lifestyle changes in the last couple of years.
Well, the first one was?
The first one was starting to eat meat again.
A second one?
now going away from everything I've ever loved.
Everything.
Like it's no meat, it's no dairy, it's no
What do you
alcohol, no
eat?
caffeine.
You can't pet
a lot
puppies.
of fruits and vegetables, whole food. You're supposed to drink like non-fluoridated water that
Oh,
has
my
minerals
Lord.
added
Boy, this
into
really
it.
sounds
So
dull.
it's no tap water.
It doesn't sound like you're going to make it.
No,
it really doesn't.
Right?
No.
It's like you have to find joy in the little things.
But don't you find
Eat all the other
yourself,
things.
like, say you're on a date and your date is
I
having...
make a date exception.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I
So
sure
there
do.
are exceptions
I've had
to all
17
rules.
dates in the last weekend.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and
Bill Burr.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Good day today. I'm tired, but it's a good time to cut. Yeah, you know.
Debuted some new words, most of which probably can't be said on the radio.
That's right. We came up with a new adverb that we all like.
We can't use that.
I entered the word.
You could do it in the past tense. Yesterday went Shatterly.
Lady Shatterly's lover.
It was cool talking to Peter. If you get a chance, go see him.
If he was.
Oh, that's so great. It's history time. I haven't looked at this. What day is today?
28th.
March 4th.
2/8.
Oh, and tomorrow's leap year day.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
That means, Pat.
Women can ask men.
Do you have a song?
No, in the Irish tradition.
Oh, you're getting married tomorrow,
It
aren't you?
means the woman can ask the man for his hand in marriage. Excuse me, and you have to say yes.
Yeah, just like you.
Does your girl know that?
She does now.
Oh, she's listening right now?
Sure.
You sure?
Frampton was just on. Sure, yeah.
Oh. Well, she's certainly lovely. That would be quite something. I suppose you'd probably need someone to do the ceremony.
Can you imagine, Pat?
Tom doing my ceremony.
Yeah. Get married over at the shack. You could walk in.
No, before we get ready here, we're going to pose for pictures after the ceremony. So you've seen the movie Deliverance. I'll be standing behind you. And
Get married, make sure you sing Rectum of Ella Fitzgerald.
That's right.
We have a request for that tomorrow morning. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I'm sick tomorrow.
Me too.
Well, right now, let's talk about birthdays. First of all, speaking of girls, My Kelly. Happy birthday, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Happy birthday, Kelly.
Happy birthday, baby.
Kelly.
And she's
Kelly,
chosen.
What'd you get Kelly for her birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, I got her two nice things.
Oh,
but
did you?
she's not here to enjoy them.
Yeah, I was going to ask where she decided to spend her birthday.
Yeah, where is she? Bahamas?
She's in the Bahamas, yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right.
On her birthday.
You know,
With all her girlfriends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
who among us in a relationship with Tom wouldn't spend their birthday away from him? I can't think of anybody, actually. That sounds like an ideal situation.
She's having a good time.
I bet she
doubt.
is.
Yeah.
Happy
No offense,
birthday
but you're not there.
Glad everybody's having
Unencumbered by you.
Yeah.
happy birthday to the great Zero Mostel. God, what a great actor. Mm-hmm. Did you ever see the movie The Front?
He's terrific in that. Sad. That's a really sad
Yes,
performance.
he's actually really acting the hell out of it.
Yes.
And that's an underrated movie.
It is. I agree.
I don't know why it got panned like it did by some people. Let's see. Zero Mostel's real name, Samuel Joel Mostel.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday to Mario Andretti. Guess how old
Yes.
Mr. Andretti is?
I can't play
81.
because I know.
81?
84.
84.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he can still
Drive.
better than you.
Yes.
We just keep talking about people that Christy wants to marry.
I'm already married. They all lost their chance.
She's foul crazy.
The fine actress Bernadette Peters, born in the state in 1948.
I'll miss all the stuff.
John Turturro.
Oh,
he's a great actor.
That Phil Collins song.
Huh?
Turturro. Oh, that was Sue Studio. I'm getting the.
What was his name in Lebowski? Was it
the Jesus?
The Jesus. That's how did I forget that?
Here we go. The second most famous Watson in history. Anyone want to guess?
Emma?
Doc?
Emma Watson?
James Watson.
Who's James Watson?
Oh, and Billy Crick, right?
And Francis Crick discovered DNA.
Yeah.
They found one of Josh's sweatshirts under the bed. And
then they found a lot of DNA.
Yeah.
Crick! It's a gold mine!
Now, this puts a date on culture. 1983, the final episode of MASH aired on CBS. 125 million people were disappointed by that crappy episode.
Wow.
It really was.
All hoping
125 million people.
they were all hoping Alda would catch one in the throat.
Yeah. There's not really any reason to play our characters anymore. We're just us. All right.
That's the
great idea.
It's the one where what's his name? Hawkeye wakes up with Suzanne Plachette.
Yeah, hell of an ending.
This was all a dream.
I don't remember it.
I lost my mind.
More people paid attention to that than they did to the Korean War.
But thank goodness they had Aftermash to satiate the fans.
And what do we learn on today's show?
Time now for things we learn, brought to you by Untuck It. Shop online at untuckit.com and 80-plus stores for the perfect fitting untucked shirt.
I love those Untuck It shirts.
Tom says his grasp of reality is very limited.
That's true.
I don't remember when you said that. Happy birthday, Donnie Iris. And apparently, if you don't remember anything, remember this from the show today. Paul Newman dorked Tom's mom. At some point.
True.
At some point.
Another fine citizen from Shaker Heights, Ohio. Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is